Momo Sarah with all the work already done by the committee. That was a good communication from Senator Momo Sarah, very good communication. Asking for the cancellation of the, is that working? Asking for the cancellation of resident permit digitization agreement between the government of Liberia and Content Global Liberia Limited. What is your will and pleasure? Senator Javon Smith.
Madam Pro Tem, distinguished senators, considering the legal interpretation of this document, I move that the communication from the land senator from Lofa County be given to the Judiciary Committee to study, to look at it, whether the Senate, or to advise the Senate whether the Senate has the power to do such cancellation.
It has been moved and seconded that this communication be sent to the Judiciary Committee to advise the Senate on the authority of the Senate for cancellation of such an agreement, right?
Yeah.
With that clear, are you ready to vote? On readiness by Senator Topo and Senator Brown.
Distinguished Senator, to the movement, I think it is a recommendation for an individual senator. I'll be ready to vote if the communication can be sent, except the amendment, can be sent to the committee on judiciary to look at the legal part. I just one, but the fact that the counts are in here and not be certified by a committee here. I think the committee on responsible for contracts should look into the counts and conduct a public hearing, because it's an individual senator recommendation. A committee of this house should come for a report to understand whether these counts here are actual counts stated, not just law, but the accounts he raised in the communication. So we have to vote if the relevant committee can look into the counts and inform us. Not the issue of cancellation, but the counts are being stated here. No, I want to know
The Judicial Committee will do all that, the entire due diligence.
That's what we do.
So I accept.
You accept that?
Then at the Judicial Committee,
So you accept
do
or
all
you
the due
reject?
diligence.
Do you? No.
I respectfully disagree. Reject.
You what it? That rehearsal English. It's like now I like you are speaking good English.
I didn't get it first.
I think the Senate can recommend cancellation after a process. After a process of hearings and reporting. Yeah, so, but the motion is that the Judiciary Committee should advise the Senate if the Senate has the authority to do cancellation or not. Don't we know that the Senate does not have the authority to do that? I think the process leading to that is what they want to set, what we expect the committee to do. So if you can have all the hearings and in the report, bring the recommendations, we debate it, then we can make the final recommendation to the executive. So I think the only issue is cancellation. So do we stick to that motion? All right. Amendment for Senator Brown. Now, already knows we're on.
Yeah, so Program, my opinion to the movement is that in addition the committee terminated whether we have the authority to do so, but I think the crux of the matter is that the committee should investigate all issues that are being raised in that communication and advise the Senate. That's my opinion.
Yeah, so then it's covered. Moving, accept or reject. Okay. So the committee will do all the work and come up with the final recommendation, because we will not do the cancellation. With that clear, that's a rookie senator there still. With that clear, are you ready to vote? And you have been calling yourself rookie. All in favor say yeah. Against. Confirmation hearings.
Report from the Senate Committee on Executive on a confirmation hearing of Honorable Samuel A. Steve Quia, Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Designated Minister of State. Recommendation. If you have the above findings, members of this committee are convinced that the nominee is experienced and qualified for the post he was nominated to. Therefore, this committee recommends to the Liberian Senate that nominee Honorable Samuel A. Steve Quia be confirmed as Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Republic of Liberia. Done in committee room by members of the Senate Committee on Executive. Signed majority members of the committee. Madam Presiding. Pro Tem.
The confirmation hearing for Samuel A. Steve Quia. Who all signed a confirmation report? Please name the signature, the committee members, and all those who signed.
Senator Gaba Fabla, member signed. Senator Johnny Pay signed. Senator Poto Kane, member signed. Senator Suleiman Lapeno, Vice Chair signed. Senator Abraham Darius Dillon, member signed. And Senator Wellington Chiba Smith, member signed.
That was a report for the confirmation of Honorable Samuel A. Steve Quia, Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Designate. What is your will and pleasure? Senator Prince Bowie.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The Honorable President Pro Tempore of the Liberian Senate. Amen. I mean, you want me to make my motion correct? I mentioned nothing had changed, so please leave me, I beg you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Distinguished senators, having listened to a well-written report from the Committee on Executive on the confirmation hearing of the Honorable Samuel A. Steve Quia, Minister Designate for Presidential Affairs, I move, if I can obtain a second, that the report just read and the recommendation made be accepted and the vote be taken on the record for the confirmation of this honorable gentleman for the post of Minister of State for Presidential Affairs. If I can obtain a second.
Without restating the motion, I read a vote. Okay, so we vote on the record. Secretary of Assembly, please call the roll. No, we can't. This is a high level position. It cannot be consolidated. It has to be a separate vote. Secretary Assembly, please call the
Votes
roll.
taken for the confirmation of
We're talking about the
Sandra
Minister
A.
of State
Ikuyat,
and Presidential Affairs.
Minister of State, Mansourado County, Senator Sir Hadi Joseph,
Senator A.B. Dawes, they don't come back to the seat and vote. Yeah.
Sir Ali Joseph, Senator, Mansourado County.
Sir Joseph Mansourado, vote yes.
Senator Abraham Dawes Dillon, Brown Basel County, Senator Besonga M. Finley. Sando County, Senator Councilor Dustin S. Chie.
Now, former political leader and
Senator
Senate
Republican. Maryland County, Senator J. Blebo Brown. Senator James P. Bynum. Grand Kidman County, Senator Simeon Boyman Taylor. Senator Daba Mabani Vabla.
vote yes.
Bon County, Senator Prince Kemu Moy. Senator Johnny K. Pei. Nimba County, Senator Nyandi Twine Jr. Senator Sandra J. Coker. Grand Julia County, Senator Zoe Maria Pennon. Senator Thomas Yaya Millen. Lofa County, Senator Councilor Joseph K. Jala. Senator Momonti Saros.
I vote yes.
Bombing County, Senator Edwin Nevin Snow Jr. Senator A. Alex Steiner. Maggie County, Senator Anthony James Mayor Lukwe. Senator Nathaniel F. McGill. Rosas County, Senator Wellington Gilvan Smith.
I vote yes.
Senator Bill Tiatuawi. Grand Crew County, Senator Professor Albert Tubachi.
Yes.
Senator Nimino 2H Babikwa. J County, Senator Jonathan Bocha Subwe.
I vote yes.
Senator Francis S. Dopu II.
Abstain.
Bapolo County, Senator Bodo County. Senator Amara M. Kone. Anna Pro Tempore, 19 senators voted in favor of the nominee, 1 abstained. So the vote is unanimous.
So, with that report, we want to announce that Honorable Samuel A. Steve Queer is confirmed as Minister of State for Presidential Affairs. Vote carried. Secretary of Senate, please inform the Chief Executive on that.
Report from the committee in
Let me
charge.
just announce that we have granted excuse for Senator Connor to work from home until he can heal from his leg. So he will come when he starts to heal properly. Senator Amara Connor. Yeah. Thank you.
No nonsense.
More confirmation.
Report from the Committee on Internal Affairs on a confirmation hearing of Honorable Alexander Nance Lewion, Superintendent Designate, Sino County. October July 23, 2025. The President pro tempore and distinguished members of the Liberian Senate, Capitol Building, Capitol Hill, Monrovia, Liberia.
Read the recommendation. Yeah.
Madam President pro tempore and fellow senators of the Liberian Senate, during the assessment of the nominee, it was established by the committee that the nominee possess the requisite academic qualifications, competence, and experience to serve in the position to which he was nominated. Having examined the credentials of the nominee coupled with his demonstrated abilities to respond to inquiries supported by his conduct during the hearing, it is a considered opinion of the committee that Honorable Alexander Nance will be confirmed to the position as mentioned above. Done this 23rd day of July 2025 in committee room. Signed Senator Johnny Quay, Chair. Signed Senator Creighton Donkey, Member. Signed Senator Joseph K. Jala, Member. Signed Senator Boto Kane. Signed Senator J. Beverly Brown, Co-Chair. Signed Senator Simon B. Taylor. Signed Senator Daba M. Fabla. Other who didn't sign were Senator Prince Moyin, he didn't sign. Senator Smith, Wendell Smith didn't sign. And Senator Edwin Stowe did not sign. President Pro Tem regarding officer the reading of confirmation report on the Superintendent Designate for Sino County.
The distinguished colleague, Johnny, continue to talk with. Distinguished colleagues, you've heard the reading of a report for the confirmation for Mr. Alexander Nance Lewion, Superintendent Designate, Sino County. What is your will and pleasure? Senator Yatwayan. Oh, you have another one? Okay, so you got one for consolidated vote.
Confirmation hearing for Honorable Thomas P. Fala, Commissioner Designate Foya, Administrative District in Lofa County. Honorable Amos T. F. Imayan, County Relieving Commissioner Designate, also of Lofa. And Honorable John W. Smith, City Mayor, Designate Marshall, City Maggie County. Having examined the credentials of the nominee, coupled with their demonstrated abilities to respond to inquiries supported by the conduct during the hearing, it is the considered opinion of the committee that Honorable Thomas Fala, Commissioner Designate, Foya Administrative District, Lofa County, Honorable Amos T. F. Kimaya, County Relieving Commissioner Designate, Lofa County, Honorable John W. Smith, City Mayor, Designate Marshall City, be confirmed with their respective positions as mentioned above. Most senators are to the report. Only 3 persons, only 3 senators signed.
The issue of that, the last confirmation report, it came saying.
So we don't have a charity signature, we hold on to it. Now read the next report. Read the next report, read the next report. We can only put it on the all I will defer these two to Thursday. We don't have, we can only 3. I hereby But she don't want to put on the for river says. But river says a sign up, but I cannot have a confirmation report on the pass with the. You want to argue or you want to get a signature? Everybody spoke on the 3 minutes. You got everybody? You read? And River says they're doing? Yes, River says they're concluding. Mark Ibi now here is Sino, Lofa, and River says. River says it's being concluded. All right, with all the signatures on it and that clear, are you ready to vote? You ready? 2 reports, right? For River says and signed by Superintendent River says local government list. Mark Ibi is not on there. All Marshall City and Lofa consolidated vote. Motion. We need a motion. Senator Brown.
Protest, distinguished colleagues, having heard the report from the Committee on Internal Affairs, recommending for our confirmation, citizens from Lofa, Riverside, Sino, and Marshall, to local government officials in their respective counties, I move that the report be received and the recommendations endorsed, and our confirmation be taken by our votes on the record. I so move.
Without restating the motion, are you ready to vote? Okay, so we're going to vote on the record, consolidated vote. We have Sino County Superintendent. You listen to the list from Lofa, listen to the list from Riverside, and then Mark Ibi, Marshall, City Mayor. They will clear all that traffic from on the road. All right, Secretary of Assembly, please call the road.
Maserado County.
You vote yes to all, or vote no to yes or no, whatever way you want to vote. Name who you're voting no for. Yes.
Maserado County. Senator Sahadi Joseph. Senator Ibrahim Dallas Gilon.
Pagkakakya maya beto. Pagkakakya maya beto. Call the roll.
Grand Bassa County. Senator Besson Garden Finley. Sando County. Senator Councilor Gossi S.J. Senator Quinton O. Duncan. Meriden County. Senator J. Blabo Brown. Senator James P. Barney. Grand Cape County. Senator Simeon Boyman Taylor. Senator Daba M. Babla.
Yes.
Bon County. Senator Prince Cameron Moy. Senator Johnny K. Bay. Nima County. Senator Nyandi Twine Jr. Senator Samuel J. Koga.
Yes, to all.
Grand Gillette County. Senator Zoe Emmanuel Pennon. Senator Thomas Yaya Newland. Lofa County. Senator Councilor Joseph K. Jala. Senator Monty Cyrus. Bomi County, Senator Edwin Nevin Snow Jr. Senator J. Eric Style. Maggie County, Senator Anthony James Imaya Nukwe. Maggie, Senator Dana F. McGill. Riverside County, Senator Wellington Gibbon Smith.
Yes to all.
Senator Bill Tiatuawi. Franklin County, Senator Professor Abatuba Chie. Senator Niminati H. Batekwa. River G County, Senator Jonathan Bocha Subwe. Senator Francis S. Doku II.
Yes.
Bapolo County, Senator Bodo Kane. Senator Amara M. Kone. Madam President, the single senators, 19 senators voted in favor of the nominees.
With that report, all the nominees are hereby confirmed. Those are the last items on the agenda.
You have 3 minutes.
No, everybody spoke.
Senator,
Everybody spoke.
no. Senator,
Senator Quay will speak on Thursday. What's on AOB? Senator Nukwe?
Thank you, Pro Tem. So as I indicated, we took a decision during our last sitting on the petroleum sector and requested the executive to review and restructure the petroleum pricing structure. The President, in consultation with his team, took a decision, but maybe modify a little bit what we submitted, because in our submission we requested 5 cents to be added to road fund, so that that money can be evenly distributed amongst the counties, the 15 counties, and that the money be used for road works in each of the 15 counties. The President, upon their review, thought it was expedient to increase the levy from 5 cents to 9 cents, but specifically indicated that it should be labeled as support to county road. And it also included a line in the petroleum pricing structure for social services, 2 cents. And then the President issued a directive to LPRC to go ahead and do the collection for those 2 lines. I follow with the Revenue Authority, the Commissioner General, and he indicated that they were able to open an escrow account, mainly for the 9 cents, and that the money is being collected. LPRC did an analysis on the volume of petroleum products that would be, that they anticipate was going to be imported. And they derived that as a consequence of that, $4.5 million will be generated between September to December 31st this year. And also 1 million will be that for support to county road, and then $1 million on account of social services, so a total of 5.5 million. I'd like for us, since the President did not communicate with us officially on his decision, and also taking into consideration that what we recommended was modified positively, I thought to bring this to the attention of plenary so that we can engage the executive for us to have a conversation and derive the rules that will govern the expenditure of those monies that are now being collected. As many of you are aware, we are having situations with some of the funding that we have for county development. especially for county development and social development funds. Those monies are being appropriated by county council, and many of the senators are not aware. And there's been a lot of complaint that we should revisit the local government act that gave the authority to county council to do appropriation or to take decision on the utilization of those amounts. Going to that and taking into consideration that we don't want to for the same situation to occur, that's why we thought to bring this to the attention of plenary so that we engage the executive for us to collectively derive the rules that will govern the utilization of those amounts. Thank you.
Does the AOB any input? Any input on that? Senator Chief.
Let me say thanks to the police. His request is very clear. That originally we said that he proposed that it would be divided equally among the counties, and now that the amount was increased and modified, so probably we need to ask either a set up a specialized committee or one of our committees to probably prepare some guidelines for us so that we can engage the executive. Start to work on some rules, not rules, but guidelines, how to handle that.
All right, so the committee was further mandated to continue the process because we didn't conclude. I said that committee can do the continuation by working to set up the guidelines, and we arrange the meeting to meet with the president for that consultative meeting. Senator Lukwe? Okay. So, but in the meantime, we can hear from more senators. Senator Brown.
Thank you, Pro Tem. I think the Senate has played its part and will continue to play its part. Where we are now, in my view, is to increase our oversight. We had some concerns and we made some decisions here that were communicated to the president. And the president endorsed our actions, our recommendations, and in fact increased it. So I think what we need to do is to step up our oversight. Where we are now is implementation. That is the part of the executive. And what we can do is to play our part, a separation of powers. The executive will implement while we do our oversight to ensure that whatever the executive does is in alignment with what we agreed here. So
I think the concern is appropriation. Appropriation and county benefits.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so implementation is not us, but we have to,
yeah.
we want to,
yeah,
right?
My recommendation is we do through our oversight. So let the committee on public corporations do our oversight. Let me say.
Let's hear how it's going to end it, yeah.
So what I'm saying, just as we're saying, let's empower again mandate the committee on public corporations to do the engagement with the executive to ensure that the decisions here are implemented fully. For me, that's the only way we can do it, but we cannot develop rules here and send to executive for implementation.
No, we're not developing rules. The guidelines is for your own how to deal with the executive. Yeah, that's what the guideline is about. And if you say you want the counties to benefit, it's a road fund that you want the county to benefit from, we want to be able to make the appropriation and see how the county will benefit and which county at a particular time. It's our role here that we are playing. This is something we champion. Okay. All right. Senator Taylor, Senator Coker after.
I'm getting confused. Distinguished colleagues. We did a committee hearing here, we decided LPRC through the president will take some action at LPRC on storage. Maybe I'm not clear yet what guideline we set in. We develop or fund $16 million annually or monthly from the process annually for storage. What we said we're executive for? Appropriate the thing. But unless who's going to appropriate the budget? We the one. We fund $16 million. We say they want to go to county, they want to go to road fund. What guideline again? We got but you're already there. In 1 minute. We fund $16 million from the process.
Spirit of collaboration.
Yeah?
In the spirit of collaboration.
But Madam President, the Speaker calling 1 minute. If the president put all that for road, the president does not have the last authority. We don't want to give our authority. The thing they can send to us that are draft. If we don't appropriate or reappropriate according to how we see it for the country and the people, the president can't do anything. So, I don't understand. Yeah?
Why is written
Yeah.
for that price formula?
Yeah.
It's for, I think, for the
Support to county equipment.
support to county equipment.
Yeah.
We said support to
That-
we said county road.
Now, who said county road? Two different things that talking about.
So, support the county
Equipment.
equipment.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Put in the budget. Appropriate it in the
No,
budget.
the Senate is saying for county roads,
I put
for feeder roads.
Mm-hmm.
The executive is saying support to county equipment.
Well,
And the whole idea for, yeah. So you can appropriate it the way you want to because you have the power. But we're just saying, yeah, in the spirit of collaboration, consultation, so you can just conclude or something.
So do we need
So we don't have to vote. We don't have to vote on that.
vote on that?
Yeah, we are meant. Well, that can be let the committee continue the work and work with Ways, Means, and Finance, and we can have that discussion around it. If there's a need to do consultation and collaboration, we can do that as well. So nothing is off the table. We will consider all of the options. Senator Koga.
Madam Pro Tem, colleagues, let me say thanks ever so much for holding all this opportunity. My first concern has to do with the communication was proffered by the lender colleague from Magibi County. And then at the same time, he's serving as chairman of state public corporation. So I would suggest that he recuse himself as a chairman on the committee, since indeed he is the one that flagged the issue. And then number two, the issue that has to do with appropriation under our constitution, Article 34 says anything that has to do with appropriation originate from the House. So if there is any other thing, if you be proffered by the House, then they will come to us for our action. These are the two issues. He is the chairman of public corporation, and he is the same person who flagged the issue. So he has interest. He cannot preside over it and the same not be a complainant. That's my concern.
The interest he has is to make sure that the Senate oversight is robust. The chairman already won a war for dealing with that issue, then he said the member recused himself. So the committee worked. The committee performed that task very well and was awarded for doing that. We're talking about appropriating the money in the budget, right? And where it goes to, so we know appropriation starts from there, but we all have to make sure we all have to appropriate from both ends. Yeah. Who else? Double. We're planning what to do when it comes.
Prudent distinguished senator, just for the record, it doesn't appear that the Putin is involved with the debate. So the issue raised by Honorable Koga, I would like to say, distinguished senator, that the action taken here by this Senate was the action of a committee, not the action of Senator Lukwe. It was the action of a committee. And the plenary endorsed that report and action was taken. I think it's prudent for the committee to be empowered, as it was said, to look into it, working with race and mean, and if possible, engage our colleague in the spirit of coordination with the House of Representatives to see a reason how we all can work together as a team. Yes, it is our power that we have given to the Ministry of Finance through the Public Financial Management Law, and we can still use that, like the President saying, the other saying here, that we should coordinate properly so that we cannot have different views. Because the tendency, because if you look at it, using the fund for a road, it's almost the same as using it for equipment, because the equipment will go on the road. So we need to understand exactly how we're going to factor that in, because funding are being committed. Some funds are being committed for the purchase of earth-moving equipment. So we need to know exactly how are we going to avoid double dipping in terms of the appropriation. Are you?
Yeah, so the committee will take note. The committee will take note. Any other? Yeah.
That the chairman of public corporation is a chairman. He also a member, a ranking member of the Ways, Means, Finance, and Budget Committee. So, I mean, I don't see any reason why he should be excluded from a committee that has that statutory responsibility to make appropriation for which he represents his county as a ranking member. So I just wanted that to go, in the public.
Any other intervention? All right. So with no other comment or concern, the committee will continue to do the work. So that the committee will continue to do the work. And you have time to report. We already set the time for you to report. Senator Nugwe, we already set the time for the committee to report, right? All right. Okay. So motion to adjourn. All in favor, say yeah. Okay.
You will get it. You will get it. Body Johnson, the thing you're looking for. You will get it. You will get it. Yes, and everything. Yes, and everything. Yes, and everything. Yes, and everything.
And so, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on your location where you're joining us from this time. We'd like to say welcome to BKS TV and welcome to the Hit Out program here on BKS TV. On today's edition of the show, we will be hosting Mr. Armstrong Guba Selekbo, the political advisor to Honorable Musa Hassan Belite, the political leader of CMC and the representative of Electoral District 7, Nema County. But let's bring you some few updates. Today, we will also be flagging the issue of the PYJ Polytechnic students. Recently, they held a press conference complaining that they demand reopening of the school. If the school cannot be reopened, they also need their documents. Since the press release, there were a little bit of a consultation and there were meetings held. And since then, we have been hearing any other information about the reopening of the school. But again, recently, the Vice President of Liberia appeared on Voice of Gompa in Ganta City, and he talked about the funeral service for the late Senator Johnson. The question is, why is it that Senator Johnson's legacy is still being kept behind based on financial constraint? But the government is about to use huge sum of money to go around celebrating his feast when his school is still being closed. This issue will be discussed vividly here tonight on the Hit Hour Show. We ask you to stay glued to your radio if you're listening to us via radio. If you're also monitoring us on Facebook and YouTube, we ask you to stay glued to your Facebook page, your YouTube page, And keep sharing the show with somebody, invite somebody to listen alongside you. And also, we have some major good updates that we have to bring to your attention here this evening. This is really important. About an hour ago, the executive mansion posted this, and we need to read it. The executive mansion Monrovia President Joseph Human Boakai Sr. welcomed the decision of the United States Department of State to reverse its visa reciprocate schedule for Liberia, extending the validity period for certain non-immigrant visas from 12 months to 36 months. So this is like 3 years. In an official statement released today by the United States Department, the United States government announced the extension of stay duration of various categories of visas for Liberians visiting the United States. Under the new policy effective immediately, Liberian applicants for B1, which is business visa, B2, which is the tourism visa, B1 and B2, both business and tourism visa combination. The visas will now receive multiple entry visas valid for 3 years with no reciprocated fee attached for those who qualify. President Boakai described the decision as a clear demonstration of the strong, enduring partnership between the United States and the government of Liberia. The president commended the United States government for this positive step, noting that it will significantly ease travel, promote businesses and investment opportunities, and deepen people-to-people ties between the two nations. And this is really, really good news for us, Liberians. It means a lot to us. Those that are applying for business visa, those that are applying for tourism visa, this is great. You can now enter the United States with your business visa, and enter the United States, come back to Liberia, go back to the United States. And I mean, this is great. But again, like we say in our intro, recently the PYJ Polytechnic University students held a press conference demanding the reopening of the institution or giving them their documents to take transfer to other universities. And since their press statement, there were a little bit of haw and pull, and nothing had been done about it. The vice president, who is considered the son of the late senator, the political son of the late senator, in whom the late senator trusts so dearly, recently appeared on Voice of Gompa in Gompa City, Nima County, announcing the feast of the late senator across the county. Now, what baffles me a lot is that this is great, but why organize feast for someone when you know fully well that this person has some other issues with students' community? Do you think Senator Johnson would have been alive and prioritized other things over the reopening of his institution? I don't think so. And therefore, since Senator Johnson is late, I don't think his feast should be prioritized over the reopening of his institution. I learned that 40-something cows will be killed during the feast. All of the various towns or the various clans in Nima will be celebrating the feast separately, and in the various cities, the feast will also be celebrated. Why not channel the money to the reopening of the institution? Why? But we'll play the clip from the PYJ Polytechnic University students, and we'll come back here to discuss the issue. We are journalists, we are a media institution, and it is our responsibility to inform you. We are the first advocates. Therefore, we must sit here and advocate for people that are in need. And we believe that the PYJ Polytechnic University students are in need. Therefore, we will flag the issue. Those that will listen, and those that will not listen, will not listen. Stay tuned to us. Stay glued to us. My name is Junior Payne, your regular host of the show, The Heat Hour, here on BKS TV. And of course, on The Heat Hour, we say dialogue and not confrontation. We say words and not bullet. 9 minutes up to 9 o'clock in Liberia. 9 minutes up to 4 o'clock in Minnesota, USA, and the surrounding, and 9 minutes up to 11 o'clock in Kigali, Rwanda, East Africa. Welcome to the show this evening if you just joined us. Let's go for this press statement. When we come back, we continue with the discussion here this evening.
Education, carry your property, carry your property, $8 million, $8 million, $8 million, surveyor, out. People pretend to protect the legacy of Nigeria, but they are here to protect the legacy of the same. Pretend to protect the legacy of Nigeria, they are here to protect the same. Amanda, 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 Amanda,
Okay. 1 minute. Members of the press, members of the OST students body, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The concerned students of the PYJ Polytechnic University, FPRC Zone 7, Ghana City, Nima County, for immediate release. October 2nd, 2025. The concerned students of the PYJ Polytechnic University wish to inform the students body, elders, Nima caucus, citizens of Nima County, and the general public of Liberia that we have been reliably informed that the properties of PYJ Polytechnic University, the proprietors of the PYJ Polytechnic University, Mrs. Amira Badi Adat Johnson, has allegedly sold the institution to a group, Republic from the United States of America, for the amount of $8 million United States dollars.
We have to know Tennessee. We have to know Tennessee. We have to know Tennessee. $8 million. Send your property. Send your property. Surveyor. We, the citizens of Nima County, will not be living for the property to be sold. Amanda, 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 Amanda. Steve.
$8 million United States dollars, just a figure that an individual can consume within a space of seconds, provided if there is no care. Setting a gigantic institution like this that can transform the life of the young people in Nima County and Liberia at large, just for a pocket change, $8 million United States dollars, that are confused with the students today. These actions have left the entire students' population in frustration, sadness, and uncertainty, as we are not contacted nor our academic interests and future considered. Since the passing of Senator Prince Yomi Johnson, the proprietors has failed to engage students and the administration on critical matters of the university. Shockingly, she now intends to appear on the campus alongside the alleged buyers to begin surveying the campus or compound without addressing the plight of the students. Something that is done overnight and we consider to be criminal attitudes.
Your children crying, oh, papi, oh. Your children crying, oh, papi, oh. You better wake up, you better wake up, you better wake up, oh, Nima crying, oh, papi, oh. The Nima crying, oh, papi, oh. You better wake up, you better wake up, Ayaga boyaga, want to go to school. Boyaga, ayaga boyaga, want to go to school. Boyaga, ayaga boyaga, boyaga.
We, the concerned students of the PYJ Polytechnic University, make it unequivocally clear that we are not against Mrs. Johnson selling her late husband's property. However, we demand that the administration, the board of trustees,
And the proprietors provide us with our complete academic documents before any survey or transfer of the compound takes place.
We have invested so many resources into the education system. Our parents sold so many things, the beta bought to send out to the institution to say. We were sent to the institution to see how best we can acquire quality education to say. Amanda.
Our demands are based on the following concern. 1, we are uncertain whether after the sale, the facility will continue to operate as a university. 2, we have learned that the staff or staffers have not been paid, and the administration may not guarantee the safety of the safety and release of our academic documents or records. 3, some of our comrades want to get their transfer letters or documents to attend different schools because of the university not opening now. Therefore, our documents should be signed by the Higher Commission on Education and be accepted by every university in the Republic of Liberia. 4, most of our students were left with 2.5 semesters to graduate since the university cannot be reopened and it is sold. We indeed ask for our document to have it in our possession. 5, we the students of this institution must be paid back our resources or money that have been invested from 2022 to 2024. Again, we the students of this institution should be repaid our money or finance that have been invested from 2022 to 2024. Unanswered questions to the public, elders of Nima County, Nima Caucus, VP Honorable Jeremiah Kpankun, Honorable Senator Samuel Gongwe Koga, and the government of the Republic of Liberia. What becomes of our resources invested in the institution as a students? Will the students' document be accepted for transfer to any institution? Therefore, we demand that our documents be placed in our possession before Mrs. Johnson proceed with a personal transaction, because her future intention remains unclear to us as a student of the institution. If our demand is not met, again, if our demand is not met as student of the PYJ Polytechnic University, considering the repeated disregard and poor treatment students have suffered in the past, the concerned student of the PYJ Polytechnic University will be left with no option but to take an unspecified action.
We are doing this because we want to go to the we doing this because we are eager for education to say. Amanda. You will get it. You will get it. You will get it. You will get it.
Sustain.
You will get it. Sustain.
At this critical point of time, we the concerned student of the PYJ Polytechnic University are calling on the government of Liberia to immediately questions the administration of the PYJ Polytechnic University and the proprietors, Mrs. Johnson, to give a clear and transparent account of the 50,000 United States dollars that were received from the government of Liberia as subsidy in the account of the PYJ Polytechnic University, along with an additional 30,000 that were received as a second payment in the account of the PYJ Polytechnic University. Again, in LRD, the university received $6,721,900 that were deposited as a subsidy in the account of the PYJ Polytechnic University.
Corruption.
With all of these figures that have been placed in the account of the university, Mr. Johnson is probably coming out to tell us that there is no finance to run the institution. That's a square and a blatant lie. We call it Zeke Blake. And we will not accept that until we students can obtain our document from the institution and also be compensated with a amount that will be able to take us to another university.
Oh, we are doing this because we want to learn. Say. Oh, we are doing this because we want to get our degree. Say. Amanda.
Furthermore, we are urging the government of Liberia through the National Commission on Higher Education to launch a full-scale investigation into the current closure of the PYJ Polytechnic University and the administration continuous failure to reopen or to legitimate concern of the students, to respond to legitimate concern of the students. Finally, we call all students of the PYJ Polytechnic University to assemble on campus on Friday to demand for our documents and to resist any other activities by the proprietors and the administration that seek to jeopardize our education or our future. Now, we have fought for over 2-3 years, and now we are yet to obtain what we're supposed to obtain. So Friday tomorrow is a time, or the date has been set up that we're going to appear on the campus. Any other means that we can use, unspecified action by the students will be taken tomorrow. To the public, if we see any foot of a surveyor that will step in this compound without giving us our documents, our transfer letters, without having us to be compensated, we will chase you out of this campus. And we are saying it without fear. We are saying it without fear. We are saying it without fear. It is disgraceful and ungrateful to notice that materials have been taken for the university compound. Unfortunately, 2 weeks ago, people broke into the cafeteria of the university and took material. Today, we are yet to get information on that. And then we have been informed that a communication has been placed to a lady to also open the university and have some material transfer. And today we demand, we say nobody will open the university campus and take any material from there because our document is in there. We don't know whether it is our document that they are wanting to take. We don't know whether it is our materials for the university. As long as the university remain closed after the death of Senator Johnson and they do not want to open the university, the only way that we will accept that the university be open is when they are ready to prepare or to give our transfer letter, our document that will guarantee and also accepted and signed by the Higher Commission on Higher Education and by all universities in the Republic of Liberia that yes, we are students, we can attend any other university. That will be the only way that any other person will carry on any other action on this campus in this week. If not, we have unspecified action as a students. We have unspecified action as a students. So this is a caveat. This is a caveat to the public. This is also a caveat to every one of you people who are under the signs of our voices this afternoon to let you know that this is what unfolding on the PYJ Polytechnic University campus. And this document was drafted and signed by the student of the PYJ Polytechnic University. Thank you.
So, your name?
My name is student Roland B. Yomi, the spokesperson of the concerned student of the PYJ Polytechnic University.
Yes, Franklin Delocque is my name. I work for Front Page and OK. Is there any plan to have maybe a roundtable discussion if the administration can call on the student at all? We don't want for it to take any radical approach. We need a roundtable discussion.
Roundtable discussion when the schools cannot be open, we will not accept roundtable discussion. The administration have been treating us in a very wrong format. We will not accept roundtable discussion, but rather give our documents and then let it be signed by the Higher Commission on Ministry of Education, the Higher Commission on Higher Education, the Ministry of Education, that we can be accepted to any university. Then we can take a leave.
You are accusing Madam Johnson of making attempts to sell the properties. The university has an authority headed by the president, Mr. Martin Small. Have you contacted him?
The president is not in the know as far as we're concerned. We students are not in the know. The president is not in the know of such an action that is ongoing. If the president is in the know, be it, that's it. But we are told that the university have been sold for $8 million, $8 million United States dollars, allegedly have been sold to a group in America for $8 million United States dollars.
What is the name of the group?
We are yet to get the name of the group.
So are you living by gossip?
We are not living by gossip. This is
so what is the name of the group that the university is being allegedly sold to?
Yeah, but that's a group that they are a business group.
Then how are you getting information?
How did you get the information? So it's not confirmed.
Our sources are protected. Our sources are protected. If Mr. Johnson or the administration can prove me wrong that the university didn't receive $50,000 from the government of Liberia, then you should prove me wrong. If the administration and Mr. Johnson can also confirm that the university didn't receive 30,000 from the government of Liberia as a second payment. If they can also prove out wrong that they didn't receive 6,721,900 from the government of Liberia as a subsidy, then it means that information that we are providing to the public is a false and misleading information.
Do you really intend to go to other universities and colleges, or you want for this place to be opened?
That have been our cry for the place to be open, but Mr. Johnson's have turned down everything. So now we left with no option but to leave the institution and go, because if you are doing business, it's like you are putting our life at risk, because the person who is about to buy the university, we don't know whether they will stay open as a university, whether it is a club, whether it is an entertainment center, whether it is a hotel, we don't know. So you are leaving us in Fiadu school. Leaving us in Agana state of Dadima.
You as a student,
in Agana way that it's not even good for us as a students. As a group of students, have you had the opportunity to interact with Madam Johnson? Madam Johnson was called the very day before the protest. She was called. When she called, I spoke to her. She said she's not willing to come to Nima right now. The only person she's hoping was a VP. So we told her that we staged a protest. The next day she said, "Okay, BA, you can go and do what you want to do." It means that she does not care for the institution. So are you better to engage the VP, even the senators, to hear from them before coming on the decision? During the course of the protest, our communication was served across the entire country. We served the superintendent, the caucus, the city mayors, the VP, the two senators, and it was received by Honorable Samuel Gweme Koga, where we went on a farm for a dialogue instead of two committees. And the committee asked us to give him 3 weeks. And we students, we gave him additional 4 weeks. And then we make a follow-up. He told us that we were going to meet last Tuesday. After last Tuesday, we gave him additional weeks again to be added to that last Tuesday because he's a government official. So, and then, but when we make a follow-up now, we are not getting him. I placed a call to him. But unfortunately, last night, we didn't get him. So they strongly believe, and we understand that Friday, they are coming here with the madam and the buyers to also come and do what they're supposed to do here.
During a recent by-election in Nimba, where Honorable Koga was contesting to be senator, unfortunately he was elected, the major campaign message was to maintain Senator Johnson's legacy. Do you feel betrayed by this message that they preached and the university still remains closed?
Thank you. For us, we are not politicians when it comes on the campus as students. So we remain as students, and we are discouraged because the university is not yet open. I cannot hold Senator Samuel Gweme Koga accountable. I hold Mr. Johnson accountable with all of this funding that have been into the account of the PYJ Polytechnic University, and then still under the passion and telling us that there is no fund that you don't want to say it publicly. We don't hold Senator Koga accountable. We hold Mr. Johnson accountable. Really, there's a lot there placed in front of the university. Who put the lot there? The lot have been here for the day Senator Johnson was alive. That lot they have been using it. Well, you're going to block a place tomorrow, but what means they may use state security to remove you guys from here tomorrow? Okay, the state security will see the state security and us who own the campus. Legally, we are the students that own this particular campus. It is not the state security. So when we come to demand for our document, it should be given to us. That's what we pay for. Do you know that since we did our test December, last year, 2024 December, we finished our final exam, we are not yet getting a grade slip? So you expect me to go to different school and not have a grade slip?
Few weeks ago, Senator Sir Joseph paid a visit here, where he said you were engaging the vice president and the authority from Nima County to find means to reopen this at Legon University. Why not? Couldn't wait for him and you guys coming out with this press conference.
Thank you. Senator Sir Joseph told us that you were going to meet, and then after everything, the university is going to open in February. But this is another different story that is coming outside. They are selling the university for $8 million. So it means that we are picking bear, that will just remain the bear. Somebody just can power and tell us that you're supposed to do something that you're supposed to do on the campus. So why if they sell us, we are document everything, then at the end of the day, they say it's a hotel that is opening.
How much have you been paying per credit hours?
We have been paying 10. We started with only 14 of $8. From there, we went to $10. And we got massive for our police. Let me make it clear to the public. We are not holding the institution. The institution is the one holding some of us. Some of our colleagues are here. They are on scholarship. You understand? And they have the receipt. So we are not owing the institution. It is the institution that is holding us as a students. So we've been paying $10 per credit, and also registration we've been paying something like $90, $80, $70.
There are people who are asking, why did you first of all decide to attend the school?
The story is very sad.
There are several universities and colleges in Liberia. Why did you decide to come here?
Thank you. We did it with our happy mind. Because the stories for some of our colleagues is sad. Some of us attended university in Maserado. Unfortunately for the horse rent and so forth, we didn't afford that, and then we came back to Nima County, transportation costs and so forth. When we came back to Nima County, we saw that the university was built, and then it was sent over to the Nimanians. So we deemed it necessary that at least since our parents are from here and we have our horses here, we can also attend the university. And the cost attached to the university was also less for us. That way it was also embraced. Even from 8 hours to 10 hours, they didn't complain. We accepted, we paid a lot of fees in the university, Wi-Fi fee, and were not given to us. But we still closed our eyes because we wanted to learn.
You think demonstration would be the best way to solve this problem?
That's how we went into dialogue with Senator Kruger. And we went into dialogue with him, and up to now, he had not yet given an outcome. So I think the radical approach or the unexpected approach now is the radical one so that we can get our document.
Why now you can place a call to the superintendent to inform all our old tomorrow this is what we going on?
Yeah, but when the superintendent will receive a statement, how do you call it? When she receive a letter. So now we supposed to be look, Franklin, let's be frank. You who as a proprietor of an institution, you are not yet met with the students since the demise of the senator and since the university closed. Or it's because you want to sell your property. You don't care for we that pay the money in the institution. We that uplift the institution. Do you know that we took sun, we sweat, we took green when we're having a community service there to incorporate other students at the university there? Or it's now that you're selling the university for $8 million. You don't care for our sweat. You don't care for our effort. We don't want made a place to be called university because we are students of the university. So if we are not respected, we have been disrespected by the madam. The very first thing we said, we're having protests. Can you come? She said she's not coming. So who is the next person that we want to, the public want us to go to again? Our parents are in the market selling bitter pepper to be able to send us to the institution. But unfortunately, they are killed our dream.
You are calling the students to assemble here tomorrow to do what?
Tomorrow we are assembling here tomorrow to demand for our documents. When our documents are not given, there will be no survey on this campus.
But the madam is not here, Madam Johnson is not here, the president is not here. So who will you be asking?
Yeah, anybody that will come to survey here, you have to go back until they can be present.
So why not if you say money don't come for your document?
No. You can't sell as a picking bear. Why you having survey and to go and come out money? You're supposed to sell all that criteria before coming.
But they pay a bear survey, is that real survey?
Yeah, the person who want to buy the property want to know the demarcation because Senator Johnson grave is down there, the yard is also down there. Whether it is part of the place, so they have to demarcate the entire place.
Are you informing the public that those guys from America, they will be here tomorrow?
Those guys from America representative will be here tomorrow. They will be here. If they do not come, it means that the information I will provide to the public, they are here the information they want to play another game, to do it overnight. And for every action that will be taken here overnight, the spirit of Senator Johnson will expose them.
Before the closure of the school, what was the population of the students?
Before the closure of the school, we was around something around 491 as a students of the institution.
But we are seeing less than 20%.
It is because of this situation, this condition. Some of our police are riding motorbike now. Some of our police are beating black for other people. Some of our police are become other different ways of life now in the community. Some of our police now are way in their play. Look by things that they're not supposed to do, they are doing it because they refuse to open the institution. So now you see that few of us are here to be able to represent our police. Even if you check in our chat room right now, you could see students crying. Since last time when the information dropped in our chat room, students are crying from all angles. People are calling to know what is happening. So we are not afraid of anything. We are not afraid of anything.
Is there any lesson that you guys are learning from this situation?
It is a great and bad lesson that we are learning. It is a great and bad lesson. But this will also serve as a reminder to Nimanians to also know that this place was built as a learning ground. This place was not built for political purpose. This place was not built to be able to use a different means. But this is a lesson to us as students. Listen, really, we were told by our police, shamefully in the community, that when you go to that school, nothing will come out of it. Mrs. Johnson have approved it to the world. She has approved it to everybody in Liberia. The institution is now a place to be. So since she approved it now, she can't keep her in the bed and then sell us. We will not accept it. Now take us out of the bed before selling us. How will you go and negotiate behind us when we still have our document in the era? Why if the person is selling the property do not want to use the property as a university? Why if the person is selling the property do not want to open a factory? You want to tell me that we're coming to work on factory level? We are working on factory level, we can as a student to learn. So anything that will make us to get our document is what we're coming with.
Thank you so much for speaking with us. Any final message to the public?
Yeah, for me, maybe some of our colleagues will speak, but for me, I want to make it clear to the public that Senator Johnson School have been allegedly sold for $8 million. It has been allegedly sold for $8 million. The university, the cafeteria, the dormitory, the student center, the radio station, the basketball court has allegedly been sold for $8 million. Tomorrow is the day that I've been set up to come and do a survey, either Friday or Saturday, to do a survey. But we tell it then, and our parents should also join in the fight, that we need our document and it should be signed by the Commission on Higher Education, that all university libraries should accept our document because the institution also was signed by the Commission on Higher Education. And they found out that have been stolen from their account, that today they are telling us in the black faces that there is no money because they don't want to come public. The government of Liberia, you need to investigate the 50,000 that was given as a subsidy to the PYJ Polytechnic University. Quite the administration, Dr. Martin Sumo need to get account. Mrs. Johnson also need to get account because she's signatory to the account as well, as according to Senator Prince Yomi Johnson. The 50,000 that are given, the second 30,000 that are given, the last 6,721,900 LRD that was given, you need to ask her. Additional 30,000 were in the cover of the institution before Senator Johnson could die, as a funding that was raised by the institution. So let us give an account of that. That's a corrupted act, and we will not condone that particular thing as a students of the institution that is gearing towards the future as a bright student. You cannot refer to us as future leaders of this country when we are not going to school. So thank you. Tomorrow we'll be here and we will continue to be here the entire day because we have received call and they want to open this place to get some material out. We will spend the entire day here to see who is coming here to open this place. And any way that it will be done criminally, we will be able to send them back to where they comes from. Thank you.
Thank you. Your name again?
Roland B. Yomi.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, really, Alice. Thank you, speaker of this book. I am just looking at a picture that comes a year or two from now. Nimbai will regret the next action. Because I'm looking at Senator Johnson to be reburied. For the fact that this place has been sold, the students have been told that this place has been sold, the school campus has been sold. It's possible the residential area will also be sold in the future. And the memorandum of understanding says, if I sell to you and you have a property that should be taken, you have to take it up. So if you have memorandum of understanding that I have to buy the place for you, if I buy the place for you in the next area, which Senator Johnson was buried, should be taken away. It means you will take the body away. And when you're taking the body away, you will be reburied Senator Johnson. So it will be very regrettable in the future that Nimbayan will sit today and listen to their former leader who stood for the country and brought this country to permanent. Today, his property that's supposed to be representing Nima country, that's supposed to be representing the nation, Liberia by extension, this property has been sold to the outside world. I don't know whether those who are coming to buy this place, who have bought this place are Nibayan or are Liberians. But the fact that the place has been sold, it is regrettable. I don't want us to say this is a student's matter. There should be a call that should bring all Nibayans together to know the effort of Senator Johnson from the past up to the present, up to the time Senator Johnson demands for this survey of the eye. So please, it is a call to the caucus. It is a call to all stakeholders of this country, business people. We all need to look into this matter and see how best we can see the school functioning and to see the schools moving forward to show the betterment of our students being in school. Thank you so much. My name is Alfred Opanya Bolu.
Thank you, Alfred.
One of the students of this university.
Thank you so much. So thank you guys. You're listening to the students of the PYJ Polytechnic University. According to them, the university has been allegedly sold by the wife of the late Senator Johnson, Madam Johnson, and she has sold the university allegedly for $8 million to an American company. And they are about to come tomorrow to do a survey of the entire university campus. And so the students, since December of last year, the school has never been reopened since Senator Johnson died. And so they are raising these concerns, demanding for their proper documents from the institution before the survey of the school property because it has already been bought, according to them, by a company from America. And so they are demanding Madam Johnson, the administration of the university, to make their proper and legal documents available, that other universities and colleges across Liberia will accept them. What a sad time. I've nearly shed tears while going live. And I was asking myself, is this how life goes? Is this how quick people forget the late Senator Johnson while he was alive? Strong man, strong voice, powerful voice. Today he's no more. The property that he established, in less than 1 year, he died. The university is closed perpetually. And somebody was asking me to change the title that, or the inscription that I gave while I'm going live. This is a failed university. Since Senator Johnson died, more than 3 semesters, the university has never opened. How do you refer to it? It has administratively failed. And the students are here. Many of them are taking transfer to other schools. Some of them have become motorcyclists on the street. Some of them are business people now selling wheelbarrows around the place. It's a sad situation here for us in Nimba. And that the legacy of the senator that some people talk about here has been easily and quickly forgotten. It's a sad time, my people. What a sad day. What a useless life we live. That as soon as you die, everything that you work for is gone. Well, we hope our leaders can listen. We hope citizens of Nimba County can stand up to protect what they call legacy of the late Senator Prince Johnson, as it was preached all over the country during the election of Senator Samuel Koga. My name is Really Guambay. I'd like to say thank you for watching. I'm really broken-hearted this afternoon doing a press conference myself. It's a sad time. It only makes you to know that life is nothing. Life is vanity, as stated in the Bible. Have a great time. We'll say bye-bye.
And so that's it. You carefully listen to the students from the PYJ Polytechnic University expressing their grievances there. And that press conference was held some part of last month. Now, why are we bringing back this thing? One may ask the question, why are we bringing back this thing? Now, the reality there is that Senator Johnson was a statesman, and history will forever remember him for being a statesman. He built an institution that could impact lives. But today he's no more. The institution is being closed. Now, what baffles me a lot is that these folks who have been using the name Senator Johnson to gain relevance in Nimba or across Liberia, sitting and watching his legacy going down the drainage without doing anything. And one may say that's family issue, is personal property. We cannot do anything within it. Now, the reason why I brought this recording back is because Senator Johnson Feast, according to the Vice President of Liberia, who is, called the political son of Senator Johnson, or the son of Senator Johnson, Honorable Vice President Jeremiah Kpakun, have planned to have a state feast for Senator Johnson across Nimba County. Now, why not channel the money to the reopening of the institution? Why not think of the 200-300 students that are sitting home depending on PYJ Polytechnic University to open so that they will be able to go to school? Why not think of them? Or we want to go and celebrate the feast of Senator Johnson to be able to gain relevance again in the county? Is that what we want? Do we want to celebrate the feast of Senator Johnson so people will say we care about Senator Johnson, when actually what we care about is our selfish gains? What is going on in Nima County? What is happening? This is a sad time for the people of Nima, I must admit it. This is a sad time for people who believe in the ideology of Senator Johnson. And this is a sad time for the PYJ Polytechnic University students. Now, this semester will make it approximately 4 or 5 semesters that the school has not reopened. And it's just there. Those who claim to be the sons of Senator Johnson, the daughters of Senator Johnson, watching it. And I want to say this clearly. The reason why they are not thinking in that direction is because this doesn't affect them. If this affected them, if this would have affected them, now the institution would have reopened since January of this year. But because it has no effect on them, they don't care. All they care for is going around using the name Senator Johnson to gain political relevance in the county, to gain political relevance in the country. Now, the relevance, one of it currently is the celebration of Senator Johnson feast. Why would you want to celebrate someone's feast when you know that the person is not even resting in peace? Because the property that he left behind, those property are going down the drainage. And you guys watching them. You want to kill 40 cows across Nima when over 300 students that depend on Senator Johnson Institution are sitting home complaining for the school to reopen? Make this to make sense to me, my people. Avoid the politics. Make it to make sense to me. Why would you want to go celebrate someone's feast? In my layman understanding, when you're celebrating a feast, it means you're telling the person to rest in peace, that everything is perfectly okay at their back. But we all know that everything is not okay. Something that Senator Johnson cherished a lot when he was alive. He spent resources on that institution. But the institution is still closed up to present. And we want to go around to celebrate his feast across the county. This is a sad time for us. Very sad time. That would be close to, we heard rumors that during the burial of Senator Johnson, they had over 400,000 being used on his burial. But that money cannot be channeled for the reopening of the institution. Let me welcome my bosses to the show. DK Way, good evening and welcome. Our CEO, Alvin Seka Sr., good evening and welcome to the show this evening. How you doing, Chief?
So you just decided to keep us in the back. You alone, just talking, you're enjoying yourself. You alone, one man show. Yeah. It's great to be back today again to discuss some trending issue. I enjoyed our show yesterday, and I think today's show is going to be even more interesting. I'm highly interested in discussing that visa, that 36-month visa topic. That's something that I have a little bit of knowledge on, and I have my own take on that. So I will look forward to discussing that. What it really means for the country. I know people are just looking at it from one vantage point. Is 36 months, which is 3 years. Everybody excited, but there are other things that go into that need to be discussed as well. And then we'll also touch on the PYJ school thing and other things that have to do with Nimba. I know Armstrong's supposed to be joining us here within the next 5 to 10 minutes. And we have Honorable DK way on here too as well. Hopefully he stays with us for the rest of the show. But I'm glad to be back.
It's great having you on the show, CEO. DK, good evening and welcome. How you doing, my chief?
John, thank you. Y'all joining you.
Yeah, anything man, but PYJ,
y'all get me brought in their blood. But you know what? When Anthony Sullivan, you say no, we're not for y'all. We're not for y'all for how you call it, woman. I said then move to Africa now. Anyway, Joe, welcome. I know yesterday Shaja, but I mean, is Shaja coming?
Yeah, I think he coming. I reached out to him.
Yeah, Shaja. We even need a Shaja. We make consistent this week. We even need to ask Shaja in our chat room. Then he come and represent the CDC. Other than that, I think the visa thing Alvin spoke about. You know, I came in the US as a student, so it's a serious thing. All in West Africa there, including Nigeria, they get there 4 years. And so my Nigerian colleagues were like, they give you only 2 years? I said yes. So I think Cameroon getting 5 at the time. So to extend ours to at least 3 years it's a huge thing that we need to tell the US government. Thank you. You know, it's give and take. Those who were criticizing us the last time about Garcia, Garcia had not even go. Garcia had not even go, and they are extending our stuff. So that is huge. Other than that, a lot is happening in Nima, particularly with the dismissal of Wemo. I know the Wemo dismissal. I don't care how you put it. The guy who was appointed as a chief of office staff is heavily involved with a whole lot of people around the president. They are involved. So we have to talk more about that and highlight the kind of sacrifice women made for Bouaka in particular and the Unity Party. And so when Bouaka is forgiving everybody, there's not done because he said, okay, this will not be good for our country. Other people, powerful people around the president that are involved into businesses in the concession area would like to go on the other side. So it's a lot. Then I want to also talk about Comrade Doma post about the ANC, that the ANC is criticizing the current government of not doing much, doing very little in the first 2 years. But the very ANC people are consulting and making huge money in the very government they criticizing in the back. Who are those involved? So we need to talk about that. Other than that, we are good. I think we have lot to talk about. Again, maybe y'all will have another information for us. So go ahead, Comrade Yaubumi.
No, thank you so much. And I mean, I don't have anything much. Sorry that I've not been coming here. I've been a busy week as well. You know, for me on the show, I'm a PRN. So yeah, you get. So yeah, so you can't count on me 100%. But I mean, I appreciate every one of you for keeping the show. I've been following it, been listening. But just I've been busy. Nothing much I get other than what you have said and some of the things I've been following, especially with the death of our sister in Butuo. Is heartbreaking. And those are the things we keep saying. Our area need attention, our area need, security. So we've been saying those things over and over. So we hope that with this incident, the government will see reason again to see how they can handle the security situation in our place, and even the local government structure in our place. There are a lot that are going on there that government needs to intervene. People are taking law into their own. Even the local leadership, sometimes if you follow it, they don't even know what they are doing. Some of them. the local leadership is even more tradition than being a government. So we have issue. We hope that something will be done about it. And another thing is the issue with the drug scene. I think the momentum is dropping. We hope that they will keep on the momentum it started with. You know, it kind of like Labrador and Ottawa ring. It just came without force, and then after that it dropped, and we start doing the same normal thing. So we hope that Federal will continue the engagement that he started with, the energy that he started with. He will continue. And with women pay issue, like you said, bro, women pay, we all know women pay won't be as, you know, suffer with a Unity Party. And I don't know, I may say the unreasonable dismissal because we don't even know the reason why he was, you know, dismissed in totality yet. Maybe I'm a little bit behind. And for me, I don't see it befitting. Women pay suffer with the party, you cannot commit a person one way or the other. And to be dismissed at this point, for me, it's not a good thing. But anyway, the president has the right to do whatever you want in your preview. So, yeah, other than that, I mean, we are way to follow the Senator Johnson issue, the school issues, and the fees issues, and a lot of things. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Aloysius. Thank you so very much. It's great having you on the show once again. I mean, you guys know about the visa issue, so let's start with it, and let's start with the CEO. What this means for Liberians, and how can Liberians take opportunity of this particular extension? Let's hear you, CEO.
The man say PRM, but I want to say we appreciate your effort, regardless of how often you come on here. You know, myself, I used to be PRN. You know, I never used to talk the politics thing, but DK, CWT, you know, other than that, even Aloysius himself, other than that, me sign, so I'm forced to be here to talk about it sometimes. So now to the visa issues, right? So we want to congratulate the foreign minister and then the president and Liberia at large. It's a great thing. Congratulations to them. It's a good thing. We should all celebrate that. But there are other things, you know, that people are forgetting. They're just looking at the 3 years visa thing and everybody is celebrating. But one thing that we are forgetting to know is, even though it's 3 years, but to get visiting visa in Liberia is no joke, right? The denial rate for the B1, B2 visa for Liberia in 2022, 2023 was almost 80%, right? So every 8 in 10 people that go to the embassy to get visa, they deny them. And the people that come on the visiting visa are usually folks that are well off, people who have businesses, who have money, who are well off, who will be returning back to Liberia. Most often, those are the folks that get visiting visa. But it's a regular person, that maybe a student or someone who's doing, you know, just little thing for themselves, go to that embassy, try to come here, they usually deny them, right? Or usually deny them because their reason, they got a lot of rules and regulations. You know, you're tied to the country. What do you have here? You know, business, and can you convince the counselor sitting behind the desk there that you are going to come back? How many Liberians have that in Liberia? Very, very few people. So it is a good news, good thing, but it's mostly for folks who can, you know, afford it. Again, so the 3 years, fine, 100%, we agree with that. You know, I celebrate it. I'm happy for it. But how many people get the visa? How many people can get visiting visa? If you go to the embassies, you see the amount of people they can deny per day. And you know how much for a visa? The DS 160, a lot of money. I think it's around 180 now also. So I personally, as a citizen of, you know, from Liberia, I would say I'd rather they do a 1 year visa and relax the restriction instead of making it very tight. Give a shorter time, but relax the restriction. Make it easier for people to come in and go back instead of making it tough. So that's the only that's one caveat to that whole visa thing. And the second is, you know, even though they give you 3 years visa, You are not allowed. You know, that's one mistake most people make. You know, when they get a visa, they come to the States. They will give you 6 months visa, 1 year visa. So by the time that you are supposed to stay in this country is not that time. You know, it's a re-entry visa. They say we're giving you 3 years. But when you come to the U.S. with the U.S. embassy, when you come to the port, where the immigration check you in, there's something they call I-94 they will give to you. And the I-94 will tell you how long you are supposed to stay in this country. That's what the immigration officer will give to you at the airport there. But most people don't see that. So they say, okay, I got 6 months visa I sort of be there for 6 months. I can stay there up to 6 months. They forget about the I-94 or the entry visa, what they give to them at the airport, and they come to overstay. Then when they go back to the embassy, they struggle to come back. You overstay your visa. So those are things that people need to pay attention to. Overall, my take is I think it's a good thing. It's a great thing for them, for us. But, you know, how many people get visiting visa? How many people get visiting visa? The folks that get it are usually folks that got ties to the country, people that got businesses, people that got money, and will go back. Government officials, top brass, right? But regular, man, glad to realize who wants to come and speak to her son in the States, or wedding or anything like that, I usually deny those people. Or just a regular person, a young person that just graduated from high school or college who wants to come visit. You go to that embassy, they will deny you. Student visa, they will not student, but regular visa, they will deny you. So that's the only caveat to that. It's a good thing, but I would rather the U.S. government relax the restrictions on getting the visiting visa than giving us 1 year, 3 years visa, and still making it tough for people to come. So that's my take on the visa part of it. I'll let the other folks talk about it, discuss that, and I'll jump back in.
Thank you, CEO. Aloysius, what do you think this extension means to the people of Liberia, and how can we neutralize it?
Yeah, for me, I've not actually been following this, visa, especially the B1 and all those other visa. For me,
you keep different way.
Yeah, I keep different way. I keep on DV, so I keep So mine is actually different, but all in all, I mean, the term given and the increment, I think that it is a good start, because I mean, to come here like the CEO said, we coming for visit. So if you're coming for a visit, there should be a proof that you want to go back.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you cannot convince the embassy that you will go back, sometimes it becomes difficult for you. And so it left with the descriptions of the consular to accept you or reject you. So, but all in all, I think it is a good thing. But with the relationship, Liberia and America is quite different. I hope that the people of America, the government of America, will understand. It will understand that the Liberia case should be even different than any other African nation. But we don't know what had happened. That Liberian coming to the U.S. have been as difficult as other people from other countries. So we hope that our diplomatic circle will do some minor conversation with the government, so that we can go back, because we as Liberians, there's something that is in us that when it has not happened, we feel that we are not achieved. And what is in us is to come to the United States. You can make billions of dollars in Liberia. The fact that you are not visiting America, it means that you are not achieved anything yet. So that now bound is there. So we hope that, when it starts, they will work on it, like the CEO said again, to relax some of the restriction, so that people, can travel in and out. Not everybody who wants to come here want to stay here. People want to go back. And so when they make it flexible, I mean, that will help. But all in all, we congratulate this current government for the start, even though other people carry hires, but a level description of the government, or U.S. government. So we should appreciate what we have for now and work with it.
Thank you, DJ. Before you come in there, let me say something to what Elisha said. You know, Elisha is more about the economy. So Liberia has one of the highest rate when it comes to returning back to your country in Africa. When we come, Liberians tend to overstay visa. We got one of the highest overstaying rate here in the U.S. Okay, now the reason for that is our country. People in the country is hard. If I'm in Liberia, I'm struggling, looking for food to eat, and I come to America, you put me down in New York or Kentucky, I'm not going back, right? I want to stay right here and try to look for it. So that's what happens. So when Liberians come, most Liberians, when they come, they will overstay. They will stay. For that reason, that's why I started making the visa restriction hard on us. Now, they have other countries like South Africa, right? They give them 10-year visa, and their denial rate is 10%.
Wow.
Yeah, 10%. Our neighbors, Ghana, the few months ago they had a little problem, but they had to fix it. So their visa now is 5 years, and that denial rate is just 55%. Right? Why? Why do they have it? Because the country where they come from, they make it suitable for people to stay there. They got business opportunity, they got jobs that you can stay there and work. Some people from Ghana and South Africa, when they come here, you myself will live here, will know how they play looking. He said, "Why? I can make it. I'd rather go back to go do my thing back home." So those are the reasons why. So Liberians, when they come, we overstay. So it makes it harder for the embassy to say, okay, when you go, you got to convince me that when you go, you will stay. You'll come back. You'll come back to Liberia. And you myself know very well. You take Joe Blow from your Butu or Nikra, and you bring them to America here. Looking at this place, I don't want to go back to stay here. So that's the reason why. So again, Ghana, the denial rate is 55%. That's very low. South Africa, 10%. When they kind of go right back, and they're giving it 10 years. They give Ghana 5 years, and then the other countries, the list goes on and on. But I personally, again, I think our country, what they're doing is good. What our government is doing is good. There has to be a reason why people stay. And I saw something recently. The diaspora conference that just happened on the East Coast there. I think DK knew about it. Most of the people that came to that conference, almost all of them went back. All the folks that I knew, they went back within shorter time. And the more we do that, the better our chances become of relaxing the restriction. But again, my request to the U.S. government will be, thank you very much for giving us 36 months, which is 3 years. Hey, but Uncle Sam, can you please help us relax some of these rules? We have started going back. We will never come here and can't stay here under Trump time. So please relax the rule. When people come, they will go back. So that's the biggest part. So you can do the 36 months. If you deny 80% of the people that go for a visa, what's the difference? So that's my thing. I wanted to add that to the point that you made. So it's about our country, the economy, give reasons for people to go back home instead of staying here.
Thank you, CEO. When you were speaking of the denial rate, I had to just check it up on the media very quick for 2024 and 2023. In 2024, we had 79.38% denial rate for the same visa.
Yeah, almost
so
80%.
Why extending when you almost denying everybody?
Everybody. 10 people have denied it. So
for me, I don't know. I don't know how it works, but the fact that they say you should have a tie with your country. How many of us have it in Liberia? Even the common 3-bedroom apartment there to there, we don't build it in Liberia as youth. Things prices are very high to get. Plywood is very difficult. But DK, let's hear you, my chief. I'm told that you went there on student visa. Tell us how can we utilize this thing?
So I think there are two ways I see this U.S. and Liberia relationship. One is the settlers who had all the contact and had homes here. To me now, I may not be right. They created this barrier for the indigenous to not flow. So when they established that, the US government thing is a policy, they had to go by that. The Ellen, the McLean, all those people can come to US at any time. Those people, generation and everything from here. So what they did to me was, oh, you are booming. Where are you from? Oh, you from Buelle. Where? Is that near Harrisburg? Is that near Louisiana? So when those places are not near those settlers, you will be denied. So when they created that 100 years ago, the people built on it. The next thing is when we have our civil crisis, the US government said, okay, we will help you. But we're not taking you from on base. We'll take you from the refugee camps. So they brought thousands of Liberians from refugee camp and resettled them here. That was another fine opportunity. When we had a civil crisis, nobody respected our visa, our passport. So when your passport is not respected, nobody will give you visa in the first place because your passport was in the hands of criminals, warlords, and you name it. So the task of the government that took over was to rebrand the country. They did a rebranding, but when you're doing rebranding, when even those of you in finance, when somebody have bad credit record, you can't get them 1 million right away. So you have to do it from the beginning. So we started rebuilding that. We started rebranding the country and everything. In fact, the president at the time, Madam Seri, even addressed Congress. George Bush in the country, Michelle Obama. So all the top people, what that relationship was doing for us was telling people that, okay, this place is safe. You can interact with those people. Then came Brother Weah. When Brother Weah came, a lot of investigations started going on. We were accused that our pastor were in the hands of criminals. So when Washington start investigating you, it's a problem. So when they're investigating one person, all the oil in our plate will fall down inside. So building a relationship, I think, is one of the best things they have started. I've been made mention about Ghana. Those people have been stable for more than 50 years. They have been stable like that. So Africa, why are you talking about South Africa now? Almost 50% of the people that are there are white people. Millionaires. I bet you. Let me say, sorry for calling any people ferry that are in Ghana. They ferry that go to the embassy and say, best thing. When the people see you at the embassy, they say, you have the money in your account, you are not going to the US. The US goal is they don't want liability in their country.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So when you have something that can sustain you, the people know that you will not be here. Most people that the US government around conventionally I give visa to are old people. That I not just say I send it for my mom, I send it for the people know that I will not coming to be in a house.
You're not too small.
Yeah, but I agree, but having a change because of the current government.
Mm-hmm.
But before then, the people didn't have issue with old people.
Right. Yeah.
But when you're young, they know that, oh, this guy is growing, he don't have any source of income, he might be involved in crime. Those things, the people look at a lot of things. And beyond that, the current system we have, that they will even be taking your photograph on the port of entry and everything. They will do everything about you. With this system extending your visa, we need to tell God, thank you. This system is the most vigorous system in the US, the current system. So when this system is approving you, even that they gave you are to one, they gave you 2%, you need to celebrate it. And so We were on red. They brought us to yellow. Then they dropped. We in good state. We in the blue state now. They are lectured there. They are lectured in blue state. We're in the blue state now. So
I'm in red state.
No, I'm in a blue. Oh yeah, you're in red. Sorry.
Yeah, red state.
I'm in red. Yeah. So to me, this is big. Whether it's the current government, whoever now in Liberia now that help us to achieve this, to me is very good. The last thing is, I mean, sometimes people who go to the embassy don't have a case.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, sometimes the case can be weak. So when the case is weak and the person who even presenting it, I will not call the person name. There was a case that somebody killed certain NIMA program. The program was to be in Philly. The person got visa and everything. That person was going to Minneapolis. And so in Chicago, I had to ask, but everything about you was to be say, oh no, my daughter in our place, so I want to see her before I go. Right there, they say go back. So I don't laugh, don't make me laugh. Yeah. So sometimes the kids, the way we present it, and sometimes we are anxious. Sometimes when people even get their stuff, peace be to the artist of my cousin. When I got here for JFK, she wanted me to go different place. So when you let that, you're thinking, and when I got, yeah. So sometimes the way people can do it can expose them from the beginning.
Yeah.
So that your record already with the people, and the other group that I advise anybody, man. It's tough. So this one, let's celebrate it. The way they get 36, they might add another 24 on the carry to 60, which will be, you said Ghana is a system more, right?
No, Ghana got 5 years, yeah.
Yeah, 5 is 60 months. So yeah. So we can go to 48 and be hitting 60. But I don't know whether this one, anyway, it will be deep. The 36 including visiting.
Yeah, visiting.
Yes.
That's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good.
But how do you get it when the denial rate is high? That's the point.
I would say the way you present a case, you have to present genuine case. Let me tell you, the denial rate, they want all Benson Street there, the people who gave it, it's not automatic entry here. You can get on the plane, and I tell you say no, you say go back. So they can give it to you there at Chicago, JFK, anywhere, the Jackson, everywhere, dollars. And they tell you, say, my man, no. Though the group are there say it's good. So you don't have control over the people place. Yeah. You just pray God's smile with you from Benson Street all the way here.
I think I agree with you, DK, almost on everything you said. You were right. The premises you lay down and everything, you're right about that. The only thing I want to add to that will be, I don't think it's the war. So that whole war thing there, we should try to stay away from it. Right? Take for example, Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone went through the same war just like us. Sierra Leone, denial rate is almost 10 to 11% lower than us, right? So if you probably have heard a few people talk about, go Sierra Leone, the visa easy to get in Sierra Leone. Go carry your family to Sierra Leone, go get a visa from down there. Why is it easier to get in Sierra Leone than Liberia? So Sierra Leone went through the same civil war, the same thing that we went through. Sierra Leone is doing that different. So why is it ours is just really, really bad? So I think it's not the war, but it is the reasons that you give, the cases. When you go to the embassy, you
but having Sierra Leone is not the way we pay homage here. Sierra Leone is great paying. So how you compare Sierra Leone with us?
No, I was referring to the reasons you are giving for the denier, why we're being denied, because of some of the problems we had before the war. So I was just trying to say that I don't think it's the war. Sierra Leone is doing the same. They had the same problem, but they have more. They got more success when it comes to that. But again, overall, I will still go back to the same point that DK made there. It's a great thing we should celebrate. But my thing is now with the Liberian government, I think the Liberian government has done extremely well to secure this is a big deal. We should be excited about it. But to the U.S. government, you give the scenario is just strange. You're giving me 36 months to come and stay, but 80% of the people that are going for the visa, they are being denied. They are paying their money, non-refundable money. You go to that embassy there. I took someone there one time to the embassy. You see people standing in line. Sometimes they have two slots of appointment per day. Those are going in the morning, and then those are going in the afternoon. People coming out crying, almost everybody that go there. So it doesn't make a big difference if you're denying 80% of the people that go to the embassy and just giving 2%. Like DK said, he gave an example of someone that has money in Liberia. When that person goes there, they will get that person a visa, and that person is in the 2% because they have money. They are well established in Liberia. They are stable. They got reasons to go back. They ain't come and sit down here and can't hustle like us. They will have to go back. So that my thing is they should try to relax some of the restriction, make it easier for people to come, then make it very tight. You talk about older people. Now, I know personally some family members, older people that have been here before, went back within the same time frame. They adhere to the visa rule. They never overstayed. They went within the same time. They went back for the visa and they denied them. No reason. Right? So it just for me personally, I do a lot of work with a lot of folks, and I've seen it. I've seen both sides. I've seen every angle. Those guys over there can make it very, very tough for people to come in. Yeah. So I applaud the government. It's a great progress, and I'm excited about it. But I just urge the U.S. government to extend on it. Give us 36 months, but then try to drop some of those restrictions and allow more people to come, because we are going back. We're not overstaying like before.
Thank you, CEO. I don't know whether our guests will be appearing, but we have this other topic, and I need us to discuss it. We are the first means of advocating for our people, as we are referred to as media institution. Now, recently you listened to the students of the PYJ Polytechnic University advocating for the reopening of the institution after they've heard about some rumors that the school was being sold to other people. And a few weeks back, the Vice President of Liberia, who is referred to as the political son to Senator Johnson, appeared on Voice of Gompa, and he made emphasis about them trying to put things in place to reopen the school. And according to him, they are focused right now on the feast of Senator Johnson, and that feast will be held across the counties in almost all of the towns and all of the cities in Nima. And that's a huge, huge sum of money. When the senator passed, according to rumors that we hear, they used over 400,000 for his burial. Now, this come around at his feast, that will be a hell lot of money. The rumors we gathering is that 40 cows will be killed and all of that. Now, my question is, as you all know what the intent of feast is, that means you're telling this person to rest in peace, that all of your responsibility here are being taken care of, all of your things you left behind, we are taking care of them, they are all okay, you can rest assured. Do you think Senator Johnson will rest in peace when his institution that is so dear to his heart is still closed, and they are saying there is no money to reopen the institution, but then they are gathering funds to have his feast across the county with zero impact on the Nima citizens, but with the institution that will impact life is still being closed? My question to us tonight is, is it really necessary to use those kind of money for celebrating Senator Johnson feast when his institution is still being closed on rumors that there is no funding to reopen it? Let me start with you, Aloysius.
Yeah, thank you so much. And Senator Johnson issues is becoming, complex day by day. And with this feast, I've been hearing it long before even today, before the president or the vice president, other people start talking about it. We've been indoor discussing it, we've been hearing it. And the thing that we all should understand is that Senator Johnson left two legacies. So he left the political legacy, and his family legacy. It seems people are focusing on the political legacy, and then they're forgetting about the family legacy. The family legacy is one of the legacies he worked so hard to have it left behind. But then it is a little bit difficult to connect the vice president when it comes to the family legacy as well, because the school is with the family.
Great. So Aloysius, before you continue, I want to ask you this question.
Yeah.
It is the vice president that is planning the feast of Senator Johnson.
Right.
One may say you are not attached to the family. It is the responsibility of the family to have the feast of their relative, father, or whosoever. So when you are not attached, why take the responsibility? There where my question is coming in.
Yeah,
If you're distancing yourself from the institution, and you say this institution is family institution, but you want to take the responsibility to organize a feast of the late senator. And this is also family responsibility. For me, I don't know what is going on here. I'll just make us to understand.
Yeah, that's what I just said, the political legacy and the family legacy. And to distinguish the both, especially when it comes to the business aspect, the personal property, is little bit is hard to intervene into the business aspect. The school aspect, the school is directly in the hands of the family. And let me say this. To be honest, Honorable Kuga has huge part to play in the entire thing. When Senator Johnson passed away, and after his burial, it remains was not been able to reach in Buya, we expected the first thing in my own observation, in my own analysis, we expected for Senator Kuga to convene a meeting, calling all Senator Johnson children with the wife, to come up with a plan as to how he can take the children, Senator Johnny children, to the people on your to go my place and present them to the people. That's what for me I expected from the one from Honorable Kuga. So it has not happened. And so with the fight, with the indoor fight or political fight, the political legacy fight now, people are trying to present themselves as if they are working with the family, or they are working with the interest of the family, or they also trying to make somebody look ugly. For example, the feast should have been done by family. And who is the big person? Who is the head of the family now? Who everybody looking up to? Is Honorable Kuga. It's Honorable Kuga thinking that way. So because they expected him, or other people expected him to take that decision, he's not taking it. He's looking at mostly the political legacy. Someone say, okay, saying he's focusing so much on the political legacy, let's take the family line, honor him, so as to make him look like, oh, he does not care for the family. All he wants is his own, political, or influence in Nima, as Prince Johnson or was. But it is supposed to be done by Senator Kuga. It's supposed to be done, and he's not doing it. So they both need to work together. They are not doing, for me, they are not doing good for the people of Nima. I mean, for Senator Johnson family. They need to work together. While it's true that the business is also with the family, it is the vice president, the second man in command. Like I said it here before, they all came from honor Senator Johnson. They should do the best they can to maintain the old man legacy. Not only by fighting for a political legacy, they want he put all his resources in his name to remain. But they are not doing it. And the family are not together. So who should speak now? If the family they are working in one accord, then it will be easy. But you see Terry Johnson on the other side, and the wife, the widow on the other side. And the person who's also bring them together on one table is not, in my opinion, not making that move. So it become, like I said earlier, becoming very difficult to discuss Senator Johnson issue. But the issue, to be clear, the fifth issue is mostly political to make someone look ugly. That is clear. There's no even end about it. That is clear. Honorable Koga supposed to do it, he has failed to do it, and therefore another person going to do it. That's it. So whether you'll be invited on a program, when Honorable Koga attend a program, if we attend a program, what will be a statement? Where will you sit? So those are the embarrassment they're trying to create for him. He also not seeing that to see what he can do. So it's completely becoming, difficult. But we hope they'll see reason to forget about their own differences, their own thing at the beginning, and work in the interest of that woman, the thing that the woman works for, in the interest of the family. And the children should also see reason to work together because it is their father. Most of the people that become politicians and do not allow politicians to make news out of you. Let the children meet, they got leaders, they got seniority. Let them mother the person who is the head, Terry Johnson. Let them work, let them sit down on table, they are one blood. Let them have that feeling that they came from the same blood and see how they can do to maintain a father legacy. And the man politician, they will spread it out, they will lose. They say when two brothers fight, all side of benefit from their inheritance. That's what's going to happen. So they should try by all means and work together. That's my take on it for now.
Thank you, Aloysius. I want to agree with you on some of those things you said, that the legacy of Senator Johnson has been divided into two. Now, for me, my only issue that I have with this entire feast is that you cannot have feast for someone when there is issue within the family that have not been resolved. How do you expect the feast to go on? People want to use this opportunity to gain political relevance in the county. That's what I'm seeing. The last time when Senator Johnson passed off, 400,000 was used for his burial. There is no report on that money, how it was used, on which of those activities they were used. No report on it. Now you're coming back to say you want to host feast across the county, quote unquote, killing 40 cows. And you say you just want people to merry-make, have fun. That day there is no political party, no opposition, no imposition, just one people, which is nice. But how can you have such a gathering when the family is divided? The entire internet knew about it. Currently, we're hearing information that the mothers and the children are in court for properties. But you cannot channel those money to see how best you can resolve some of those issues that have to do with the reopening of the school. That quote unquote people are saying there is no money to reopen the school. The wife even appear on platform to say Senator Johnson died broke. So how can you use the money that you want to host feast with, Aloysius? How much is one cow currently? You come and kill 40. You will transport people from one place to another. The cow is not the only issue. You got other responsibilities. The dignitaries that are coming, you will rent hotels for them. That money will be more than 300,000 to 400,000. Why not give the money to the institution to reopen? You know, once the institution is open, students will go to register, they will pay for credit hours, and from there, the school will start to operate. But the school is closed, students are crying, and they're washing it. So the only thing they're going to do is have the feast. Mary Make Together tomorrow, they're going to run campaign. Yes, indeed, when Senator Johnson passed up, I was the one that came and celebrated his feast. But his institution is standing there. Grass is growing around it. This is a sad time for NIMA. This is a sad time for those who call themselves Senator Johnson children that have the upper hand right now to take responsibility that are not taking it. I'm not speaking to anyone else but the vice president. Let me be direct to the conversation. I'm speaking strictly to the vice president. If you say the school is family discussion, then I think you should also categorize the feast celebration to be a family discussion and a family thing. You shouldn't get involved. If you don't want to get involved with the school reopening and you call it a family thing, stay away from the feast celebration. That's a family thing, not a family planning. If it takes them 50 years to celebrate the feast of Senator Johnson, let them do it. But you don't come here to fool the Liberian people, fool the NIMA citizen that you love Prince Johnson, when the thing he cherished a lot, that he spent his resources behind, is closed, and you want us to sit here and give you all of the praises because you're going to celebrate the feast. I mean, this is a bluff, man. Channel that money to the reopening of the school. The students are sitting down. 5 semesters now and the children are not going to school. Do you know what is happening? You're killing the dream of them. You're killing their dream. People say time is money, but time is also responsibility. Time is responsibility. If the person who was attending that school since 2021 or 2022 have a kid from 2022 up to present, you do the math, you know the age of the child right now. So that brings in opportunity cost. You have to choose between taking care of your kids and going back to school. To curtail these things, I think the money they want to use to celebrate the feast of Senator Johnson, let them use it to settle those things first. Then everybody will go to Mary Make Together. CDC Amma Brooks will go there without politics. He will celebrate with them. He will dance with them. But when the institution is still closed and you expect Amma Brooks to go there and just drink the wine and Mary Make with them, he won't do it. He will mention about the school. He will say the school is closed. Why bring us expensive wine to drink when you know you could use that wine to buy a projector to pay 2-3 teachers? You're not doing it. And you say we want us to go there without politics being on our head. No, you're playing politics with us. That's complete politics. I will stop here for now. I know Amma have a lot to say about this. The CEO too have a lot to say. DK nowadays, he behave very professional when it comes to these things. He say, "No, my man, you're quiet." You can watch us.
No, I can't. I want to speak on that.
The last time you say you're not talking about
No, today I want to speak because Alosha said something. I want to speak. That's how I can speak. When y'all say something, I can come deal with y'all.
Okay, go ahead, Chief.
But Alosha now you're right now, so
yeah, Alosha camera is up. So I'm going to be visiting. I'm going to go up.
Amma, welcome to the show, my brother.
CDC, Amma, Amma. Welcome. So I disagree with you and Alosha in parts. This Senator Johnson thing, the way you guys is touching you guys, it don't touch me like that. It didn't touch me like that because I feel the case with Senator Johnson is a lesson for all of us here. To while we are living to plan our life very well.
Mm-hmm.
That you have even retirement package now, go and review it. If you have properties now, go and review it. Senator Johnson, may peace be to the arches. Everything that's happening behind him, he created that. Knowingly and intentionally, he created that. You can't have children all over the place and you have properties you didn't design it very well. I know he's gone, but those are all who are living, witnessing those things. We need to review our life. That's all I can say on that part. The next thing with this
FINIWAP arrangement. If anybody chastise the vice president, I would disagree with you. The vice president is a politician. He's not running a church. The vice president is anybody who benefited from Senator Johnson is the current vice president. He was very smart, very calculative. And if anybody will tell you how VP Kun really managed to contain this man, even when the man go after him, he had the ability to go and solve it. Whether he used money, whatever he used on the man to contain this man, he did it very brilliantly. And he succeeded. Thankfully, the man took him from representative to senator, and the man made him the second in command before his demise. So Prince Johnson didn't train Kun in his church as an apostle. He trained him as a politician. So Kun will play the politics. VP Kun, I will celebrate him because he's celebrating this man's death on the day he died. His 1 year anniversary, a politician is celebrating a 1 year death anniversary of a leader that make him. So, which is good. I think he calculated everything and put in the inside. Maybe it's something like image building. They're rebranding the Kun and PYJ relationship, which is good. To you guys in y'all can go cry wolf. We don't care. That this way when you're going, all the villages in y'all, all the off on y'all and boo y'all, we need to plan our life very well. I'm not sure I may mention about the children who got in care, the children, they don't know they from y'all. They don't know they from go my place. The Prince Johnson take the children in there before you want to bring Koga. The man live all his life. He didn't take them there. Even the one that is minister. She attached to her mother who more than go my place. Aloysius, you that here. You didn't even get English into your children there. All the way back in there, you get everything to them. Bringing Buele close to them. Making them to know that their generation, their roots, and everything is from Buele. People didn't care about that. He used Gomaple as a trump card. Booyah knee was just on him. He used it as a ladder to succeed. And so he didn't care. So the children too. Tell me, which one of them really know that place, Aloysius? No. So I will partly agree with you with Koga because when they leave you as head of the family, it's your responsibility. The thing your brother didn't do before he left you as head of the family, do it. That's the only place I agree with you. Koga need to do that. The thing that his brother didn't do that will make him all the noise, he need to do it. I know that there's issue in the family that he's trying to settle. Whatever way he do it, that burden is on his shoulder. Anything that happens on the contrary with the children and women that he the one in charge. So he need to do it the twins' mother and lay that. I'm not sure I agree with you on that part. He need to play some role. But anybody go against the vice president all that day, whether school, who care? You open school, you didn't have any fallback position in school closed, who care? You don't know that LU there can be closed there? That somebody private school building will be crying here for? How is it an issue? If Prince Johnson really want to get back to us, he could attach that thing to the Nima Community College in university now. But somebody private school, all the money they may use or sow our vote and put everything in your bank and put one big building down. He died. Nothing there to manage it. Nobody in charge. Everything chakra. Everybody making it. Cursing everybody, man. And you want to sit on the show and be crying for that kind of thing? No. But the only thing I'm taking from that PYJ death is the lesson. It's a lesson that I will practicalize that. But when you're making business, I think you are doing a business. he need to have a fallback position. So he planned it to the extent that when he's not around, the thing will collapse. So that's the state the thing in. So I will not sit down here and cry for that school. Never. So that's my input.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you
Can
so
I
much.
come in?
Let's hear from the CEO, then you will come in, Ama. I know you have a lot to say.
I mean, leader citizen man to talk, so you're close. Maybe you can just be rushing. I know I'm already there, can just say go talk there.
Let a man go. I'll stay where you go.
Thank you. Like I said before, Senator Johnson is my donor because I'm from Bongwe. When it comes to issues with Senator Johnson and anyone from Goma player in our region, I take it very personal.
So you gotta take the platform very personal because the platform from Buja and from York.
Yeah. I take it very personal.
Don't let
And
TJ get angry with you. TJ says you should stop tying a platform to York.
Secondly, again, the VP is also a relative to me. We are cousin. We got my mother from Stagonplay, and I come Bill. We are family. But let me be very frank and blunt. What really are we celebrating? What are we celebrating when the VP and others are not able, are very much unable to set up Senator Johnson family issues that they are in court and we are going to Nima to celebrate it? What are we celebrating? What are we celebrating when Prince Johnson legacy, even the PYJ school in right here in Morovia, Pinsville, right to ERBS, in controversy, teachers, principal, and administrator there, they don't know here, they don't know what is going on, everything is upside down. Why really are we celebrating when Prince Johnson Church, that when he go every day, every Sunday, the nation will go to hear him speaking? It is not even together now. You see in the building is not even painted, the building is becoming dull every day. What are we celebrating when Prince Johnson legacy of educations in Nima County, true or in this country? Prince Johnson have a legacy of education. There are a lot of hundreds of thousands of young people who are graduated from the PYJ Institute and enrolled into various universities. PYJ decided to bring that educational portion of him back home to Nima County. Today, the University of Prince Johnson, it is closed. We cannot even get 200,000 to get that university running for Prince soul to rest in peace. The entire poverty is in confusion everywhere, here and there, yo. But we are using 500,000 to bury Prince Johnson. We are about to use another 400,000 to have fees. I think that is a mockery to Senator Johnson. And if Senator Johnson should rise up today, he will be angry with a lot of people. There'll be a lot of people who will take slap. There'll be a lot of people who will feed away, and some of those, the major person will be Vice President Jeremiah Kpakun. I say that without fear and favor. Let me be very blunt tonight. If anyone want to carry this message, that is a message reaching. There's no need of us celebrating and having Prince Johnson fee when we have all of those controversy, when the dignity of Prince Johnson is not even being protected. Where have your leader, your kinsman, man, who you call your kinsman die. As we speak, my people, what are we having feast for? What really are we having feast for? Go check in the Bible. When every great man from your land died, their legacy and their children is the protection, it's the treasures that left with the rest of the people. Loving or hating. Today you have what you call Nima today. It is because of Prince Johnson's sacrifice. They were prepared to smoke Nima out. He announced it.
Now you bring a grand man in the team now, so they got to take you from there.
DK, vas-y, with the man.
DK with your public team, you got to wait.
DK, vas-y with that man stuff. Maybe I can come in while he come back with fire. I think I disagree with DK when it comes to several things. I don't agree with the thing that he said. One, let me start with the school. With the school thing, a few weeks ago, when the VP spoke on Voice of Gompa, when they're asking about the allegation of selling the school, I think he said on there, I paraphrase, that the school, he will make sure the school will not be sold. That's what he said on Voice of Gompa. Right. And then with the new allegation that coming around about them selling the school, I don't think we should speak to that because we don't have any fact, any evidence that is being sold. So we'll go of what we heard the last time. The VP said that he would intervene in the school and not be sold. So I think we should leave it until the school is sold. We can't really speak to that. So the students that are speaking, they have their right to voice their dissatisfaction. They probably heard something.
If Senator Johnson, if Senator Johnson should rise up today, Senator Johnson should rise up today. Hope you guys are getting me.
Yeah, you came out in the middle of our helping you. So let me finish. That you can finish your thought. Yeah.
I'm gonna beg you. Let's hold you there for a little bit. Let us see you finish with his statement, and you can come in. I beg you, Chief. Go ahead, CEO.
Yeah, man. So until we get facts, until we get evidence that the school is actually being sold, then we can speak to that. But for now, it's just a rumor that we're hearing. Now with the family part of it, the feast. In life, whatever you do, there's something called gratitude, and gratitude always pays, right? There's no way you can divorce the VP from PYJ's legacy. Like you rightly said, PYJ literally made him, and he himself has admitted that countless times that he owes his where he is today politically to PYJ. So I think it's incumbent upon him to do everything that it would take to help protect PYJ legacy in connection with the family that happens to be currently being led by Honorable Koga, Senator Koga. From my understanding is that Honorable Koga, Senator Koga, is saying that he's not in the know of the upcoming feast or what they are planning, the feast that they are planning. He says he's not aware of it. If that's the case, I really don't mind I don't care if it's a political anniversary or however they are planning it. The family has to know some way, somehow. And Koga, you cannot take Koga from there. Koga has to be in the know of this feast, and he has to be ahead of the planning of this feast, both from a traditional standpoint or from even conventional standpoint. No family can have any feast or any family-related feast without the family member being part of it. And the family now is being spearheaded by Senator Koga. So Senator Koga should be part of it. It's also my understanding that Senator Koga, at some point in time, he has already planned a thank you tour to Nema County to go and say thank you to the people over there. He was planning something similar like this, and he has not done it yet. So you cannot leave him out. He has to be part of it. So when we hear that Senator Koga is saying that he's not aware of the feast of PYJ, I mean, there's no way you can go. You can plan that. That's a no. And Senator Koga has the authority, the right, as a family member, the head of the family, to go and say we are not aware of this. We are not ready yet. The family is not ready yet to host this, or the family is not aware of it, and that's going to be confusing. How can we Nema County host a feast for PYJ when the family is not in the know of it, or the family is still divided? And from what I also understood from Senator Koga, the family is still divided. They have internal conflict. They're still fighting among themselves, moving here and there, and they haven't come to one conclusion yet. So we're having feast for him, and kids at the house is still divided, still fighting So what kind of feast is that? I don't know what the definition of feast. So I still think that they have to work together. Senator Koga has to be in the know of it. He has to be brought on board for this feast to be respectful, for it to be traditionally respectful, for it to be successful. Unless they want to do it with the house being divided, without Senator Koga being there, all the children, some of them not being part of it, or even some elders from y'all are not part of it, because that's where it might end up heading. I think Elijah made a comment earlier about we, as people from Booyah and y'all, we were disappointed in the fact that when the senator passed away, they never took his body at least to Booyah for the people to see it. Nothing to that effect. Now they're talking about hosting feasts, and the man who's from Booyah, who's traditionally the new father of the family, is now saying he's not aware of it. So if he goes to your people or people from Goma and tell them and say, oh, the feast they're doing, so I don't know nothing about it, I'm not aware of it. How do you do that? What the elders will say. So I think it's just political, apolitical, family, all that. They have to work together, as Elijah said. Both parties have to come together, work together for this to be successful. If not, it will just be a political stunt. Where they will have feasts, kill cows, and then the noise will even be more than it is now. So that's my take on that. So with PYJ stuff, DK, whatever you have with the old man, that one on your political team, but you cannot negate the fact that we all human beings, we all make mistakes, right? Did he make mistakes? Of course, he made a lot of mistakes. Like you said, we all should learn from this. We should watch. I'm in finance. We do estate planning. Those are things that most Liberians don't pay attention to, because they don't like to hear about that word death. Everybody thinks, I bet you I don't be nothing around me. I'm not talking about will. I'm not dying anytime soon. I'm not talking about. So those are things that we all should learn from. But also we have to state the fact. We got to know. We have to still remember. Not even in yours head, but the whole Anima County still knows PYJ. Still remember PYJ. They know what he did, and we should also keep that legacy. And we should still acknowledge that and push for it and make sure that it's respected, regardless of its flaw, regardless of what happened. We still have to hold that to the highest thing. So that's one.
CEO, I was talking.
Yeah.
And, there's a storm right now in Congo Town. The orange network giving hard time, so I have to switch to my router.
All right, I'm feeling like we're waiting for you. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, so like we were saying, what rather the Nima people are celebrating? You see, through our history, let us be very frank and blunt with each other here. When you see anyone, when they are leader, when they are kingsmen pass, it is their legacy that they protect. This is what brings dignity to the dead. But today, Senator Johnson, besides spending more than $500,000 and carrying more than 1,000 vehicle escort in Ganta, not even in government place, not even in a home, in Ganta, there is no dignity to the dead. Today, Senator Johnson, that some of us know, that people that I know from SACO, that he refused $2 million cash only to protect and ensure that Vice President Jeremiah Kun be Vice President. Second round of the election, his bid went up to $5 million cash. Today, people can come on and he refused that $5 million to ensure that certain people become who they are today. Today, Senator Johnson is being disgraced, is being mocked. People are saying to the public that he died as a broke man. That is false. If anyone tell me today that Senator Johnson died as broke man, I will tell them point blank, it is a lie. Let that person that saying it, let them give, how you call it, Senator Johnson, safe key, has safe. All of his transactions, they all used to receive it in bank transaction, it used to be cash. Let them tell you what they did with that safe in Senator Johnson room. What they did with that money. Senator Johnson never
Prince Yelube Johnson never died as a broke man. That is false and misleading. Someone want to benefit, someone want to steal. And that person who want to steal is are people there who are mocking Senator Johnson's death and going on air saying that he captured them. They never love him. For every time I think about that Senator Johnson issue, the way Senator Johnson is being mocked in this time, I get angry. I want to shed tears. And that is sad. Senator Johnson is not being honored. No one is honoring his death. Let us be frank and tell people, let us be punk about it. If you want to spend $500,000 to have fees or that you will bring people from all around Liberia and be in all of the district for political showmanship, for you to get the Nima people vote, we will tell you no. If you really want to honor Senator Johnson, ensure that this budget year, that $500,000 be allocated to Senator Johnson. Senator Johnson refused $5 million to bring Joseph Yuma Boaka to power. In Lofa County, Joseph Yuma Boaka could not get the vote for him to be president. And he is president today. The CDC and us were whipped with more than 100,000 votes in Nima. We went to with Boaka in Boaka, Foya, net to net, he beat the CDC in Foya with less than 5,000 votes. And then you say that the men who now make your children a millionaire, Jojo Tantana, they are renting ya for 50,000 to have lavish birthday party. Today, Joseph Boaka Jr. is a multi-millionaire passing all around. He only implant from Ghana to Turkey, from Turkey, taking the next flight to London. You cannot allocate 500,000 to this man who made you president. That is being ungrateful. This Unity Party and Joseph Yuma Boaka, they are very much ungrateful to the core. And let us be very much clear. The trust and hope vested in them through Prince Johnson about the Nima people, it is turning to everyday disappointment for the Nima people. And you think you will be carrying on this, and you expect for people in Bonwe, people in Belege, who the government play people are our Ghana, anybody from there, we don't test each other, we don't harm each other. You think they will be happy? You let it kill all of your cow. They will definitely vote against the Unity Party for the way they are disgracing Prince Johnson. They are brought Prince Johnson to public disgrace and public mockery. That will be very much clear with that. Why are you saying? Are you honoring Prince Johnson's death?
Thank you, comrade. Thank you so much.
Ambassador, you have to give me like 2 minutes. Let me close on this. Because this thing is hurting my soul.
Voice it out, my brother. Voice it out. You got to speak on it.
All right, maybe I will come back to continue from where I stopped. Let me allow other people, other thoughts to go.
You come back and come fire.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
Now,
right.
so I know you got something to say on this before we go to Amma and have a close for the day. Let's hear you, Chief.
Me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, let us pay a spade. Let's be honest. I listened to Alvin, and when he said that they cannot have the feast without the family and without, Koga being a part. So it means that Koga played pivotal role in this entire thing. Let us pay a spade again. I keep saying it here. Koga has missed the thing. He missed it. And the vice president just getting under his skin. That's what's happening. I listened to DK as well. When he said President Johnson is a lesson to every one of us. Yes, I agree. But there's a saying I say, in giant house, it's messy. Giant house is always messy. You find mess everywhere. The person that showed and said, strong outside in their home, sometimes they not get 100% control. Even in the Bible, you see it with David and King Solomon. When the temple, God told King David not to build the temple because he got blood on his hand, and he brought Solomon to build it. So today, Koga is a Solomon. Every mistake that Senator Johnson made, it was incumbent upon Senator Koga to make corrections. But you cannot sit there. You listen to him first when he recommended the sale of the school. Why would you say such a thing? He's the one supposed to be defending that property. He didn't do it. And then the one they expected him to bring the family together, he's not doing it. He's more a politician than being a family man when it comes to Senator Johnson issue. That's what the problem is. So the senator needs to see this. He needs to see that they depend on even the business, the school also on him. I agree with our CDC brother in studio there when he said, you know, or the government, how Senator Johnson made the government, and people spending a lot of money somewhere. Yes, they need to come back through Jeremiah Kun as well. We look at that aspect as well. They need to settle the school issue before going for the feast. Settle the family issue. But who's supposed to fear here? Who's supposed to stop it here? I mean, who's supposed to carry on? It's Senator Johnson. I mean, Senator Koga. He's not doing it. He's not doing it. So we ourselves, we are getting a little bit upset. We are getting a little bit, you know, or irritated with the way you're moving with the Senator Johnson thing. Who's going to take the children? Who's going to take the family? Who's going to pronounce the feast? It is him. And he's not doing it. He always political issue. So, like I said, they should find means. They should find means to handle this thing as a family. He should reach out to Jeremiah Kun or whosoever that he's supposed to work with. The first thing is to settle the school issue, and then start with the feast issue as a family, as the people of Booyah look up to them. We need even more reconciliation. After Senator Johnson dead, you think Booyah has reconciled? No. There are a lot of issues in Booyah as a family. We know that. We were born there. We listened to history. We saw things. We expected Senator Koga to resolve some of this problem. Since Senator Johnson is dead, they can go with a political aspect somewhere on the national scene, yes. But when it comes to Booyah, we see it different. We look up to Senator Koga, and he need to take that responsibility, bring the family together, take complete control of the property, and see how this legacy can be retained or maintained. Otherwise, they all have failed. Senator Johnson. They got no reason tomorrow or day after to stand somewhere and boast of Senator Johnson legacy. The Jeremiah Kun man, the Samuel Koga man, even the VP, I mean the president, everybody has failed. If the school is sold, if nothing is under control, they all have failed, and then they should forget about Senator Johnson in Nima when it comes to their national or local politics in Nima.
Thank you so much, Aloysius. Thank you very much. DK, you got 1 cent on this before we go to Amma?
Yeah. That if you would have wanted to bring your thing like I said to her, but yeah, I get no interest.
Yeah.
Look, you know,
Yeah, no, DK.
Let me tell you this. I also know that I get relationship with Senator Johnson.
Your volume low.
Me?
You get your volume seriously low.
Oh, hold on. Is that okay now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I'm on the computer, so maybe the follow one. So I have relationship, family tie, and everything with Senator Johnson. Look, you know, I will give people say when things spoil, we're just looking for a way to pass all the things. I will not respond to Amma because Senator Johnson made George we are president. All of y'all are doing nothing. Look, the Senator Johnson thing, I lost it. You just want to hear your head. The politics they play with Senator Johnson death. The guy who at Prince Johnson funeral and said Prince Johnson died because of TRC pressure. Well, just gave him another beat job. He was dismissed for accusing the government for killing PYJ. He was just awarded another job. So the thing Wallo said at that funeral was true. So they just say, well, all that thing he said that we the one Prince Johnson that true. We're giving you another big job. I think government buying plenty car to go to go celebrate a man death. Why you want to have out here yet for that? That be real. Why you guys want to have out here? Somebody who was close to Prince Johnson said the man died because of your TRC pressure. They said, no, that thing you said was wrong. They fired him. That firing was in January. In 8 months' time, the guy is back in government in another bigger role. So the thing he said at the funeral was true. And so the very government said they're buying 40 cows to celebrate. The man they killed, they go and celebrate the man death. On the issue about the school, I would not talk about somebody's private school. I have zero interest in it. I get no spire in my house for somebody's private thing. You mismanage it, that private. Government get a lot of things they're not even handling. We not get high school in Booyah. We not get qualified teacher in Booyah. Plenty of things in Booyah. We not get that talk about it and to talk about somebody's personal thing. I get zero interest in that PYJ thing. Like you said, reconciliation in the district, the lot of family, yes, we all can do that. And also, he put me in that thing, he said that collect money now, we'll do that. A lot of people don't do that. But the issue with the children, and also my children were 2 and 4 years, so I used to carry them to Yare. So people are not carrying children to go my play. It's my business. Those people are mature. They care less to know go my play. They care less to know booyah. You want to say that I'm a crap for that? I love you being friend. I'm gonna say that I'm a crap for that. No, they are heartless. They just say they are heartless, and you want to have sympathy for them because of that. You say, booyah, people want to come together. They care for us. Have they been there? They know what we go through. That their father used our knee to bring them up there. They not care for all. They say, I'll do different crap, and I ain't out of crap. With you. If you go okay, cow, there will be, and I said, look, cow building ni man job. My man, that cow okay, that cow, the celebration will get on that place. Yo, see it? You say past president king cow, you can't say that, you can't talk about whether you're feeding, you're not feeding good. I'm supporting the vice president because of that. 1 year anniversary, we had to celebrate a man. That's all I can say.
You know, one thing that I took from your speech right now is the fact that you said the guy who said the government killed Senator Johnson, they gave him job. So saying they kill him, they're going to celebrate his feast. You're on record for that. That's okay. Let's hear you, Chief.
I saw how I 100% agree with my brother DK's statement. The government killed Senator Johnson in Ghana, and they are going to celebrate. And they are going to celebrate his death. And this is why I said, if Senator Johnson wake up today and ask, how will he be feeling about what is going on? Senator Johnson's greatest pride will be for his school to be operating, will be for his church to stay on and let them be preaching the gospel. These are Senator Johnson's 2 major legacies. I don't care about one rich Chinese woman who can look at our kinsmen, look at Madonna and say, the man capture me. Since she made that statement, I went publicly on Facebook. I said, I have no respect for her. I have zero respect for that Chinese woman who look at Madonna and say, he captured her at the age of 16. I have no respect for her. And that is for fact. And the government, if the government continue on this path, this is why we are speaking to the conscience of the Nimba people. And people there in Bonwe, people there in Belegere, they will never take it lightly with the Unity Party government for betraying Senator Johnson at this level. And I just want to advise the vice president, because he is a family person to me. VP, if you have any plan or having feast for Senator Johnson, the fact that you will not have Senator Koga in it It's a serious contradiction, Honorable Vice President. Let us be very clear here. You know, Senator Coker has been said us so many times to bring his image down, but I don't know whether he is seeing it or he is seeing it and just playing by it. When President Boaka wanted to meet the Nima County Legislative Caucus, because Senator Koga was in town, they delayed that particular meeting of the Nima Legislative Caucus meeting, the president, until when Senator Koga went East Africa. It was when Boaka sent for the entire caucus, because they knew that when Senator Koga arrived in front of Boaka, he would definitely express some of these concerns. Why you are not allocating 500,000 to be allocated in Prince Johnson School? The government, if you look at the past budget, you know how many private institutions the government gave subsidies to? They spend more than 10 million United States dollars into private institutions. There's a man that rejected cash 5 million in car transported to Ganta for him to receive his second round. He said, no, I will make Joseph Boaka president. You cannot allocate 500,000 to his school for the school to be running when you have sons and daughters of Niba and sons and daughters of Labrador from very nearby county going to that school, and you're going to spend more than 600,000 on fees to kill cow and marry May. Are you making fun out of the Nima people? You think he Drana, you know how many government play their Drana children and their traditional ally that they can never go against each other in Nima that they have? You think many of them, they will go there? They will never go there, but we have it 4 times. Boring position, boring ticket, and the entire 4 times, none of them will go there. So today, you think barely get people, they will really go to that occasion with their clear heart? Many people will be going there. If I said something the other time, if many people are not careful in the president, in this Senator Johnson there, this will be the end of some people political. It will be their political demise, and it will be their political uplifting. The way they are treating Senator Johnson, they are not respecting it there. They are not respecting our kinsman. They are not respecting his legacy. They are mocking Senator Johnson. They are mocking his family. And I think the spirit of Senator Johnson will send a very strong message to some people before this year end and early next year. If they are not careful, what they are doing, they need to stop. And VP, you need to first of all bring your feet down and say, Koga, since you are in the lead, this is why it is. We have to get this school year running. Let us bring the family together. Not you one person calling the other sons and daughter of Senator Johnson, giving them 10,000. Then they see Senator Koga, who is now their traditional father, as the bad person. No, you are not honoring the dead. You are dividing the family for political gain. You cannot have a man who refused $5 million cash that I know money that were around. We know you cannot even allocate 300,000 for his school, for his legacy to be alive. Right now, some people should be thinking about, all right, we will allocate 150,000 for a public school to be built in Godman Place, in Prince Johnson Public School, and build his image there. That generation to come will be like a tourist center. You will be going there, you will see clothes that Prince Johnson was wearing. You will see a hat. You know how many people will go there. You know the next generation of Nimbayan, how they will feel proud when you go. Today, 1,500 suit that British king used, or one of their greatest warrior who liberated them used. It is still in museum. People are going, people are paying money from around the world. You know how many millionaires, you know how Nimba County population will grow in the next 20 years. You know how many people will go Godman Place to that Prince Johnson Museum and be seeing clothes, shoes that Prince Johnson wear to take photo with. People are not thinking about that. That is my thinking when I sit down. How do we build a legacy and build a museum for this man in government play in a home that people, some of his clothes, his father, that particular bed that he used to hold, move all of the time in session. You see that file laying down, his last document. You know how many people will be going? This will be a very resource-making thing for the people of government play, and that money will be allocated to that public school built in government play in his honor. But you see, many of those people, they don't have the heart. For me, Prince Johnson and Madonna, no, with all of the way that I was sedition and he was MDR, man, the moment I reached, me and said, Dana cannot eat. That was the time I get to know that the traditional thing you are so they really honor it. That from Prince Senator Johnson. The moment I read said Dana cannot eat. The moment I see him say Dana, how you call it? My man, no. This is how you call it when even me, Koga. So people sitting down today, they are not thinking like that. If you have 200,000 or 300,000 to spend on fees, why you can't allocate 150,000 to build a modern school? In modern public school in government play and Prince Johnson PYJ public school and build a little museum. You have Prince Johnson close there. You keep it clean, like there. You know how many generations of Nimba County people that will be coming trooping their way there. People will be living for Moravia that they will be taking photo with that Prince Johnson red hat. That Prince Johnson red hat. Nobody should play with it.
Thank you. So, back so that you guys can protect it tomorrow when I shall demise this act. But anyways, it was a great show tonight. Yeah, you know, DK got his own issue with the paper. He really wanted the paper to go before the World Economic Crimes Court, and unfortunately, it didn't happen. So he still got a personal issue with the paper. But regardless, I mean, all of us made our point here tonight, and there's one thing that we all agree to. Senator Johnson is a great man. His legacy should continue. But the fact that we see his institution being closed right now, all over around the place now. So it's kind of sad. It's bad. The men will have that kind of, let's say, investment. My father did Fatnas, building a house. That's real estate. That's investment. And then the woman say the men that poor. Yeah, I don't know which kind of investment we need to invest now.
Prince Johnson died with cash with him.
Everything about him.
Prince Johnson died with physical cash. That whole issue of Prince Johnson died poor is a myth.
DK Muto. I have a very whole school. Everything about him.
I know I unmute. They may be stepping you are there.
Going a gaga piano.
Yes.
DK, this is a man that refused $5 million cash.
So that you carry the money?
Now how you people in job we are in the people?
Yeah, you keep talking to you. We try to ignore you talking to. Now who presented the money?
That job we are?
Yeah, you keep talking to you without ignoring you, bringing it up. So tell a little bit about that money now. Like the money.
All right, let it know it continue. See you, let it know it continue. You know the CEO let to teach people to bring all the story out. And not happening to them.
A little bit about that money there, but
another day.
But yeah, thank you, Amma. Thank you, Aloysius. Thanks to DK too, even though he had a busy schedule. All of you, we really appreciate all of us. So let's keep it going. The show is good. We enjoying it. People are enjoying the show. We come here, regardless of having guests, we can come and just talk. When the day we get guests, fine. We can get guests. We carry on our regular conversation like this. So, Amma.
Yeah. I'm a national militant chairman. So when the man speaking, all the militant can be honored here.
Yeah.
They come
Our CDC will build our school when they come to power. They will build museum in Goma play.
Yeah.
Definitely. That would be generating for that entire region. You know how many people will be going to take photo with that hat? Right now, you put that hat and that clothes somewhere sitting there. You know how many people in Monso right here that want to take photo with that Prince Johnson red hat?
My man, you Prince Johnson and your dad, Aloja said something here. You want to build museum for Prince Johnson, you reconcile the people first. Now your museum thing, you can be talking about Prince Johnson to get mad on people there.
This is, my brother.
Yeah. So when you're celebrating, so the thing is a lot in our place that need to be done. That he failed.
Kings and leaders who lead all over around the world. The great Caesar that we can be talking about, they have blood on their hand. They kill people. Prince Johnson killed for a reason. It was on battlefront.
Hey,
it was a good show. It was
another day.
Lot of people listen to this show. A lot of people listen to this show when it comes to that aspect. My CDC brother,
yeah,
don't go there.
Yeah, don't go there.
But man, the CEO myself, sometimes we talk behind the scene. There are a lot we from Booyah need to discuss.